Falcons versus Virtus Pro elimination game. Make playoffs or go home. It's that simple. Make playoffs or go home. Every single game today is make playoffs or go home. We're on Chalet. Castle, Azami banned for the window cuts. They can't use any of them. Very attacker-sided bans. And Grim, Deimos ban. I'm going to get my food beer. Yeah, loser goes home, chat. I think Falcons win, personally.
Sadly, all the information that Falcons are bringing, EE1D,
mostly because I want to get the Shaiko versus Zol team video. Like, I'm literally just rooting for my own YouTube channel. But otherwise, I don't fucking know.
In any kills for Falcons.
I believe this is Falcons.
That was still that early lurk play by
JUME
JUME, and now a
massive yesterday. JUME went like 28-4 yesterday,
half the
bro.
round at this point. He's
I don't even
down
know what the fuck's going on. Library
so
over clear Falcons 5v3. This wall's open too, so it's, I mean, easy transition to plant.
In with the Doke. An operator
this
that
guy's gonna go kitch dining.
Yuzus, I think, mainly play on the previous iteration of the Falcons roster, and
West Main.
Changing hands, and Yuzus maybe suffering for it a bit.
Altov, maybe you'll plan to deny him.
Comparison where he has been in the past.
Typically Mr. Consistent. There's still time.
Brady should be able to cross the plant spot literally anytime. Oh, they're going to put a die on half wall. Yeah, because if he crosses the plant spot, it's GG's.
For users at the moment.
A dodge by Brady.
There. It is going to do a bit of damage over onto Brady, but he can pretty happily sit. The breach is actually going to vault himself in.
He's just going to hop in with the diffuser in hand, but Pasha is so worried about
loser go home. Yeah, now it's loser goes home.
Dying to an ADS from Brady. Huge double by Naquo, but Falcons have already swung right into the site. Sky's going to the flank with 2 HP in the process.
Oh, he is.
Win fight against Yuzus around the corner.
Oh, but rotate out. What a genius rotate by Skies, actually.
Sees the angle first.
Brady sticks. Wow, Brady sticks it.
Classic Monty 1v1. Just go full shield. Try to pull them back as much as you can. Both impacts expended by Skies, but Brady,
okay, Brady, chill, bro. Full extend, bro. Just full extend.
Brady,
just full extend. Brady! Thank you, bro.
Only now, as he's walked out of the doorway, moved into the traditional position. Of course, with the changes, you can just walk back safe and sound like you could before. A lot more.
Oh, he fucked up. He fucked up. That's right. He had a chance.
But still, 8 seconds remaining. That is all he needs to last. Trying his best. Moving back and forth. Sky's only 1 second to go. And even if he got it, not enough time to counter defuse. Brady keeps him at bay and locks in the first for Falcons.
Brady just getting wrapped in for the final 7.5 seconds of that round. Just went into play here. And ooh, Naku.
Oh, what the fuck? Wait.
Not sure if Leaky Fat was able to catch him out.
Naku has a jump on him, but I mean, if Falcons just fly through like short, this is not. That does nothing. Naku's still master bedroom. Oh, they found him. They found him.
I was going to say, oh no, Falcons don't have any flank watch set up aside from users on drone outside of trophy. They've spotted.
I feel like you let Montaigne take entry, take contact first.
Very quick fight with Licky Fack on
I don't know. Brady should definitely take first contact, unless this is mainly a horizontal hit and they just have EFAC watching the flank. Whoa! Yo, is this guy? Whoa!
The Solus was lost.
Did anyone see that shit?
They retain.
First, Skies rotate, hopping through the windows. Now that guy falls off slant and climbs the ladder. Yo,
down to 1 HP.
That was a move and a half, bro.
What
the fuck?
That he could be taking a bit of
JUME is literally floating. That's 2 pieces of tech right there, bro. 2 insane movement techs, bro.
2 kills coming for Virtus Pro. Both LeakyFac and JUME fall into Dan and Rorik. That's going to destroy that information game. The Logic Bomb phone calls, the Soliton scanner, pretty much everything that Falcons have been using to get this early control gone by the wayside.
And Dan, normally the player on Virtus Pro,
I feel like they're EO-gelling off like fucking Montaigne info gunfights when I feel like Montaigne could have walked like close top mez there by Heaven's side to at least pressure the guy out mez.
One of the best guns in the game. Not really much.
But maybe that's just Falcons playstyle, how they play off the Montaigne. They just like the Montaigne be a drone and then they, oh, wow, what a shot by fucking Dan.
Comeback much more difficult and even compounded with Solotov. It's now just a 1v4 as the Monty
oh, that's a
falls to the
Oryx.
A engagement that seemed
more of an even game, I guess. More of an even game, IG.
Fighting earlier on in this round. And Yuzus, who I feel like has always found himself typically in these 1v positions.
I don't think you hear this, little appreciate taking time in your busy schedule to post your pro league or 6 1
no dope
you. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Nobody taking the 2 months. Appreciate you, man.
And 2 little information.
15 months.
With a double kill to round off. Round 2 for Virtus Pro, and it's a tie game.
Thank you for the W year younger. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Mr. Fett. Thank you, Uzi.
Down when the newest position inside of Master. Kind of night and
day. No, I did not. What did he do?
In that round, Dan and Rorik hitting 2 brilliant shots and just entirely deleting JUME and LeakyFac. Looks like we're going to be going for a fairly similar lineup again here as we enter
looking
into
to rebuild flipside tactics.
Which makes sense, I think, when you look at these lineups on defense. And I think most people's lineups on defense, they tend to be fairly consistent. If you have both the Architect Operators band
big results there.
Yeah, I think if Hot and Cold did,
hasn't been the players
like the rumors are true, and Hot and Cold and Kaysen are going to 100 Thieves.
When he's on the attack,
I think it'll be probably based off of the events of the tournament, right? Like SR main stage is already a big improvement off the international events, so there's no telling if they make any more changes, and no other team can probably afford Hot and Cold, so
there's no horrible traps kicking around.
Maybe it's because of that, but I also don't know. It's a reuniting of the unwanted core, like Adam and Spirits, so it makes a lot of sense.
Bottom of those library stairs, Pasha, for a brief time, was finding himself in the crosshair, but it's actually Rorik.
Will you support MAD and 100 Thieves equally? Yeah.
I will give the game away. Brede spots him there playing.
I mean, if they play each other, it's like both. Either way, I win. You know.
Needs to try and scurry
I'm happy
away,
either way.
One
of them wins.
Being held from support here.
Library
Pasha,
games. I think they're roam clearing this Ella. Yeah, they're going for the pick on
Ella.
We saw
this setup dismantled by Falcons last time, but Rorik and Pasha trying to keep hold of it. Rorik playing much closer to
playing very conservative. I think he wants to like leave. There's no one outside front door. He can go. He can leave through short if he wants to.
Still, of course.
When Montaigne comes up, though. This is good. This is good by Brede, especially if they're going to go for the hunt on the Ella, because it means that they can't just help. Oh my god, JUME.
Finding Dan a second time on this clear. Again, different site earlier on. But finding him again. Just moving inside a library within the first half of the rounds. Falcons play it so slow on this side of the map.
JUME.
Pasha, again, not ready. It's another double for JUME to start out a library clear. And if it ends the way it did last time, it might be a 1v1 at the end.
Rorik's about on fire. I mean, they can momentum sight, though. I think they know. Oh, wait, no, he's looking in the wrong spot, though.
Sitting,
Rorik gets flank off.
for somebody in the wrong position, looking down into the
momentum sight?
Rorik popping
they just
up,
get a
and then hopping out onto cams.
There
will be no counting. Thank you, Dapper. Dapper, time out the counters, bro. Stop the fucking count, bro. Stop the fucking count, chat. God damn.
Naku tucked into bathroom. Skies will hit that road.
Now this is what I mean by Brede. Like, I like Brede moving up here. Like, Brede pushing up to get them to move a bit more, rather than just being passive in a drone.
Players on the side. Nice kill there from Skies. That's going to do something to drag it back. But Falcons have got the man count here, and Brede already, even 30 seconds left on the clock, trying to get that plant down. I'm not too sure that Naku's going to get past even the first here. That's now confirmed. Drops the
Falcons
straight
round 3, looking good.
They're playing.
I bet love from France. Oh, so then you must be supporting Falcons.
You out
wait.
It's a big decision.
French fan.
Ban here at the start of round.
Do you support G2 or Falcons? Like, does France go with Shaiko? Or does France stay with Evac and Brede because they have more French people?
The early portion of the round was locked in by the Lion and the Dokeby and all that sort of stuff. But you can only ban one thing now. You can't get rid of everything.
You're not big, exactly. I'm a small streamer, so I run small ads.
And then start to recognize, okay, if we're going to play out there on the roam, we need to play even more together. There was an attempt. Pasha and Rorik were trying to watch each other's back there.
Falcons first, I'll say shit! Guys at Naqo? Oh, yeah, guys at Naqo are French. That's true. I forgot about
one on Bar and Games.
Oh, from Russia, go VP. Ooh, yeah, Russia versus France. But then Russia is also half France, and then France is also half England.
While one player goes down in the process, that's Pasha.
Really, at the end of the day, like,
and the Oryx ends up making it back.
Who's who, you know?
It's a small difference of 4v5 instead of a 3v5. One, that's 20% of your player base, and put 4 players sat and tucked around mezzanine, bar, and games is a lot more workable than 3 players who have to maybe defend master bedroom and office while defending
triple burn master
site. It's a much more workable position, and so
are they gonna hold library to die? Yeah, they're gonna hold library to die. They have fucking 4 reinforcements over there.
Generally coherent presence around the site. They were able to
holy shit! School night! Oh my fucking god! Thank you for the 25 gifted. School night, thank you so fucking much, bro. I appreciate you.
Winnable position.
Thank you, School night. Thank you so much, bro.
Started off this
hope you're having a wonderful day
at the very beginning,
and
as the launch has been banned, Brede's decided shields are still his favorite operator.
Thank you,
for the Chalet attack.
Yeah, we don't always get to see Brede on the.
No, I think they're still going for library over.
Working, hasn't it? It's been a winning.
Be more ungrateful. I'm trying. I'm literally trying to be.
Information being found out nice and early here. You can keep your Soliton scanner, you can keep your logic bomb phone calls, just give Brede a drone and a yellow ping, and he's going to find out where Naku's playing there on the top of those main stairs. Another Lion scan used in conjunction with the Soliton scanner. We're seeing this be so powerful right now.
I wonder what the sense is. The sense to block off the angle from Heaven? Yeah, it is. It's the block off the Heaven angle, so the Heaven, like the guy on office doesn't have a long angle.
He's got the confidence right now, but I don't think he's got
the right did not know where the player was on.
Confidence check, information, big fat X, unfortunately.
The K9 window guy.
Maybe thinking the mezzanine player was further down, maybe committed to a different angle, but
play a bit more.
Swings around, and Skies and the Warden still intact on this side of the map. Brede gets a little bit of a line. onto the mezzanine player, but
it's like JUME's the only entry power now.
Nothing to write home about.
Oh, but
Sky's
JUME
still present, but walks right in front of JUME. Again, on
away,
this library cutoff position.
God, JUME is so fucking aware.
He's got one job through most of these rounds.
The sense is just block off the office wall, no? Like, why didn't he throw it down when he was on repel and save? Now he has to fight the guy in office wall instead of helping his boy.
He still has some fight left in him. They know he's here. He knows
wow, JUME! Oh my
JUME
fucking
has been
god.
The player on this attacking side.
Bro, JUME is...
Oh my god, has got a double kill each time it's happened. But it's a bit different this time, Ollie, because we only got a minute left.
Yeah, we've lost LeakyFac in the process as well.
Walks
so
off his own K9 swing.
With the HP advantage at the
probably
moment
going for
VP.
hopping off that.
Just turning that ROU projector on and off, seeing if there's a line that can be found. But with this wall soft,
yeah, wait, piano wall double reinforced. They could just go for like a half wall play, just force it.
That we've got double
Bride's in.
Over toward that
There's no hold from piano.
So
oh, but Yuzu's died.
Yuzu's falling. That stops that plan from happening.
Ooh, Yuzu's falling, and JUME not getting the kill either. He's been so good with that DMR and the SMG-12. Not getting that one is uncharacteristic of him so far.
Oh, wait.
Renegade activated around the corner. Dan needs to be
nice,
exposed
JUME.
from this
Oh my
angle,
god,
and
JUME.
JUME finds the head.
JUME actually is
Still
carrying the shit out of his team, but there's a guy on his piano. He has no idea.
But so many players going for the retake.
Good move by Rorik the moment that kills happened.
Right timing he needed with JUME focused elsewhere, and Pasha still alive. Not getting a lot of impact on this defensive side, but at the tail end of round 4, getting it where it's needed.
The important kill in that round feels like the one onto LeakyFac, doesn't it? Because LeakyFac was already playing that cut-off position. He was hiding out on the roof, trying to support his team.
Dirty Jams, 120 for the sub.
Both
Changing
pushing up library stairs and inside
Matthew
of library.
Harding, strengthening
Just
for
holding a
the
little bit of an angle there. I can
Tier 1.
only imagine that they dropped and then started to play on piano window, and that's where the problem started to happen. Because as soon as you've got that cross all the way through, then you can start to get a plant down behind half wall. If LeakyFac's able to cut through that site, especially with Lion and that DMR. But again, the take from Falcons, very good. The response this time, though, from Virtus Pro after that timeout.
To go through? Yeah, me as well, bro. Me as well.
About you. Rorik there, swinging
That's can never discount a lot of the upsets that happen.
Alleviates so much pressure in that situation. He has to make a play of
There's
that
already
nature.
2 NA teams, though, which is crazy.
What's going to happen? You're just going to get batted back. JUME can overwatch.
There's going to be minimum 3 NA teams
can get the plan down. So a good adaptation there from VP.
Well, and also, it's a small thing, but even Pasha getting a double. He had a donut going into that round, 0 kills and 3 deaths. He's the highest-rated defensive player in this entire lobby. Going into this match, 125 EPS over JUME even at 124. And he, on the attacking side, only around an 84 EPS. So one of the best defensive-sided players, or the best defensive-sided player, not only
we're getting a player game on the
in this
beginning
lobby.
of the round? Okay.
And so, obviously, still at 2-2, still doing pretty well, but if Pasha
Are they not going to attack?
That's when things get really scary.
Do they want to attack timeout? Bro, I swear to God, if we get another one of those bullshit where they let the entire round play out.
Skies. He's tucked right now, and he's potentially got a little bit of safety around him as well with some of those magnets. Rorik.
Okay, tag.
We'll just be making a couple of rotations there as well. I've always held F when reinforcing.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to do that.
No, you don't need to do that. But to be fair, I still hold F.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, it's a comfort thing. I think it's psychological, because when you see the bar filling
you don't need
up,
to hold F
normally when you see that in video games.
I'm sure that's going to change when they realize where the site is.
This is not true. I have to hold this shit down.
Going to be going up against here, and maybe slightly more.
This is a lie. The caster just lied to my face.
We haven't really seen that same level of trap attention yet. Fenrir coming in arguably as one of the first. We've seen a couple of.
I know it's a setting, but they're saying that shit like it's a default.
Everyone playing an Ella, a Fenrir, and a Thorn, and a Legion, and all that sort of stuff. So it's slowly starting to trickle in a little bit here, and I'm sure that those FNATs will be a little bit of a thorn in the side.
Fett, are you allowed to impregnate people to have more R6 coaches?
Yeah, generally
I don't think being an R6 coach is like a genetic like predisposition. I don't know, man. Like Yuxel's thinking this up. Oh my God!
Pretty consistent game plan, and again the thing
Arf!
traps, as you said, you can slot
the
a Thorn
50. Holy fucking shit! Arf! Thank you for the 50 gifted, bro.
Stopping the attack a little
Holy shit, Arf!
What
thank you so much, bro.
Or what gets activated.
Yo, Arf, thank you for the 50 gifted, bro. Appreciate it, man. Holy fucking moly. Thank you so much, Arf. I appreciate you.
We are seeing 2 DMRs.
Holy shit.
Naku joining in on that action as well.
You lols, thank you for the sub earlier, bro. Thank you, Arf, bro. Appreciate you.
So clearly wanting to try and hold some of these longer lines. JUME.
Virtus Pro banned the Montaigne. Brady was crouching that a lot. JUME's already in bathroom.
There's no one on an active.
There's still a guy over here.
It's going to be looked down to the logic bomb phone call. And that's always an indicator that the pressure is starting to mount.
He's still in piano, cut off by the window. EFAC has his cut. Yep, beautiful.
The defender might be trying to move before when he's playing Oryx. Rima dash across the window, made his way back, but not this time, unfortunately.
And now because they don't have the office set up so early on, the long angles favor
piano window player. And now those
they favor Falcons, especially if they're playing it from office side over because they're meant to fight library, right?
In round 2 because of the Monty brought by Bride, but in terms of broader applicability and slowing down the attack, I think losing those Zodos is going to be
subbing to me, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for the loyalty, man.
One important thing, Ollie, they still have 4 players around bar in games, and that was sufficient for VP last time.
And they've still got Dan playing at Fireplace here. Solotov is trying to challenge onto.
Oh, they fall off top floor already. Virtus Pro give is player library quarter.
Now gonna
I don't think they haven't when the cut is fall. No, I mean EFAC is kind of the default cut is fall, but
now open. Skies is still tucked, though, and
he's still able to like get to the window and fall off if he wanted to.
How the round will be defined. I mean, I say that Solotov just swings and absolutely rinses him with the DMR, so that's done and dusted. Rorik will find one back as a trade, though. So the information gained on that Soliton scanner no longer a factor in this round.
The only util Falcons have is 2 flashes, though.
Drone alone.
No more dope calls, no more Capital Flames.
You don't exactly have a lot of utility to
kind of VP sided.
Stop any of the attackers from acting on the information gain. We're out of toxic canisters.
Yeah, but like, Falcons need to like redrawn everything because then they can formulate a plan.
Or even if they're in
stock,
really
bar, bottom blue, Fireplace is the way to go. There's no one on Fireplace stairs.
I
think the bar executes the way to go for sure here.
There will have to be some kind of overperformance with VP, and that's even harder with Bride going down. Pasha, who's been quiet through the first 2 to 3 rounds, who came alive in round 4.
I don't know about this execute.
Has another 1v1 coming his way.
They win the gunfights.
Quick around the corner.
Which is cool.
Good headshot by Dan. The
Falcons is a lot more synced up than they were the other day.
There's not really much.
They were so unsynced. Today they're synced.
Brings this team. I think Solotov must have known.
G2 group.
It did look like there was a bit of a pre-fire going on there from Solotov, so I imagine a drone in and around that long corridor potentially as well. It's value that isn't seen.
Well, and also, when you think about guaranteed themselves at least an even half.
Oh, this is fast hit. Plant on the window, immediate Thatcher to get rid of any.
Banging the red against this one, aren't they?
C4s. There's only one C4 in stock with the mirror, so this should be pretty easy, honestly. Honest to God.
Going back to bar.
I feel like they're over telegraphing this push though. Solotov can at least pressure opposite side. They need to at least put like I feel like one person on the opposite side.
The mirror window can be, of course, it can be massive.
Do you know what will make this push sick? Oh, there's a rat player underneath the window. Oh!
Wow! C4.
Wow.
Like, oh, JUME saved the day!
Wow.
Shot him before he could detonate the C4. Leaky Fat was going for the martyrdom. He was like, if I'm going, you're coming with me. I'm just going to nade you and my nade will get you after the grave. But JUME has saved the
Virtus
day
are quite ready for it now.
6.
So
JUME
I think
definitely
maybe
candidate for MVP of
think about
Chalet attack. Not only 8 and 5.
Putting someone over on the opposite side, look over.
On that library entry to the first few rounds. But that not only could have been a single, depending on the proximity, that could have been a double right there with the C4.
They're going to commit this. This
Instead,
is super telegraphed,
like
ridiculously telegraphed.
Around the corner. Can another defender
they're just
catch
make
Falcons off guard? Not if
this is what I mean by VP. Like, bro, VP like are just the kings of just giving away picks, bro. Like this is actually like.
Gets shot in the back. Pasha might
what did Falcons do there? Genuinely, Falcons have not opened a single significant wall. Falcons have not gotten a single lurk entry into the map. Falcons have not done anything other than shoot like a Fenrir.
They keep the diffuser.
VP actually does not have a bad setup. They had like they read it. They have library hatch reinforced, and they've got they have top. And they just die outside the building. This is what I mean. VP, a team that relies on slow playstyle to win the game, cannot help themselves but give away picks when nothing is happening in the round.
Lightning player on the attack so far. What a convincing first phase.
Said Zay and Traus, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, man.
To bring some stuff out that you have not shown up until this point. We see the Aurora teased for a
little bit. Here we go, half switch.
But still given some discretion on
Grim Dokubi, Azami Mira.
But maybe not this round.
Man.
I think they were more thinking about that for some sort of solar-sided master push. And I
JUME
mean, maybe they've been watching my rank stack because we have got a great little sense play on that master side. If you ever come up against it, I'm sorry. I do apologize, but it is it's 80% of the time.
Traps want to slow down against a shield clash stop set.
We do seem to be loving this downstairs site at the moment.
This looks like half a way over.
Been by far and away the most popular site that we have seen so far today on Chalet. Not only for VP on their defense, but for Falcons as well. Dan, just saving his own Twitch drone. We love that. It's resourceful, and he can clear through and start to destroy a little bit of utility. The bulletproof camera on those main stairs is an absolute classic, by the way. That is something that Falcons do love to do.
Yeah, Mountain hop through trophy, walk up solar stairs, go solar over with the Tane.
Going on not only in trophy, but also inside a kitchen as well.
Well, and I was going to say, talking about ideologies, we see a different ideology from Falcons, not banning any of the shields against Virtus Pro. But VP, same ideology, bringing out the Monty. It's Naquo's least played shield. Blitz and Blackbeard take that by a wide margin. But it is still something. Even in the TAC timeout we heard, Dark was talking about, you know, we can
I actually don't like how like shields can hop through windows and immediately look left or right and like
so it's
they're
clear
safe.
that Virtus Pro still want to
I
stick
feel like if
with
someone's
this,
holding a window on a
back to
shield
what we
hop,
said
they should like
earlier,
instantly
a
die.
potential
No,
lack of depth on this
Thoughts?
roster.
Yes
It's
or
not
no?
something we need to say they will lose the game for, but
Flash
it's something to be
counter
worried
does
about. Are
Montagne, though.
VP still being a bit too predictable with these shields?
If you don't ban the shields, you know what they're going to play. So you can get rid of other things, right? And JUME is well aware that the shield is going to be played because they're playing the Clash. A brilliant counter to a Monty, especially if you can keep your
like
distance.
bunker off library side, Clash on top blue. No bird. Actually does have blue bird, but he's in uses in library corner. Ooh, Solotop's going for a big rat play here.
You drop back and you play the
preview for Solotop, able to run back to his boys now.
Great pick there from Solotop to take Dan down, unsuspecting there on side of K9 Repel, and he's just going to be allowed to slip back in to that fireplace position.
And Skies try to come up from below, but it seems Falcons completely ready for whatever VP have in store. I mean, he's walking through the barbed wire, and Brede is literally just sitting shotgun ready. No problems whatsoever getting that kill. A lot of problems here for the Monty. Clash at the opposite side of the hallway. 3 defenders bearing down on his position.
Equal V5.
We also heard something from Julio.
Beautiful stuff
During
by
the TAC
Falcons, but also
timeout.
Virtus Pro.
They like to play together in the early rounds, so just don't peek them. But in a 5v1, you can be afforded a little troll time. 5-2 now for Falcons.
VP seems
a
awful. Yeah,
flawless to
VP
begin
just,
their defenses.
I think they're just too
VP,
one-dimensional. Like,
sticking
if
with the
their
same
singular
strategy,
win con
and
doesn't work,
might get some
if their
unfortunate
singular
results.
style of play doesn't
About
work,
sending a message
they all
at
just
that
turn into
point, isn't it?
individual players and they just don't do anything
5
together.
versus 1, you might be a Monty on a shield.
This is
but
what
we
I
are
mean,
just
bro.
gonna full
Like,
send at you.
everyone fucking hated on me when I was like, VP's not that, like, you know, not all that. Like, TBH, I was like watching VP, like, not all that. Like, I can't lie, they look overly telegraphed. They look like they do the same push for the entire round, and no counter pressure, no lurks, no surprise, no rotates, no flips, no nothing. And I think that's just what it is. Like, if the thing they started to do at the beginning of the round doesn't get you and you don't give away free picks, it's just, I don't know.
For them both. Has VP
Chill, it's map one, yeah, but they also could come back, right? Yeah.
But Falcons always just seem like that bigger brother team. Throw them into the same category as Z2, very much like a bigger brother team. It feels like
you chose them for Preds because I had a bracket, bro. I had a bracket, bro.
5-2 is quite a mountain here for VP.
I had a bracket, bro.
Quite a
The
mountain.
thing is, I need to stop predicting off a perfect bracket. Like, the problem, I realized the problem with Swiss Stage is that I predicted off, like, a perfect bracket, chat. You know what I mean? Like, I predicted off of everything going and everything happening, and then I just used this. When in reality, I should have just did, like, probabilities, you know? I should have just done, like, yeah, like, these teams are likely. Like, I did it off matchups, and I should not go off matchups.
On both attack and defense going into this match. That's almost half of total rounds on just shields, on just attack. So him going to ace, it's not like a massive exception, but it is kind of a big deal and representative that VP, at least for this round, are committing to something new.
All your predictions got cooked. Yeah, I'm cooked, bro. Don't sell playoffs. Oh, I'll sell playoffs, bro. I'm biased. You have to understand hot and cold's in the tournament. I'm biased as shit, bro.
There's some good information straight away.
Don't follow my shit, bro. I'm predicting hot and cold to win the entire thing.
Will be placed on the window, just as an annoyance more than anything else. Ooh. Not so keen on the Selma toss. You have to pick that up and have a little re-attempt there. Leaky will be getting that job done. C4 attempted there from Leaky Fact. I think he was potentially just trying to make something happen. But he's on Warden this time. He's going to have a really good visibility through the smoke straight away.
Good visibility through the smokes and the Candelas. I think you even heard one of the hard reach charges or Selma charges get popped by Falcons. This initial play by Virtus Pro not working, but where are these doors going to go?
Repellent.
See the initial push. Solus, Snako ready for that flank.
JUME had the right idea, just timed a little bit too late.
As not only VP,
that's like the Falcons' default play where he takes solar over and over.
A lot of attacking teams get stuck on this position.
Are they going to flow that into a side hit, though?
Trip up top. Can't really progress forward. Now, Licky Fack and users both looking to go for a two-man retake.
That's so good for EFAC, actually.
Neither is Pasha. Both
what an
hitting the deck as Brede
the guy was literally
Skies
watching him up, like, siege timing is just crazy. No, right there.
Used one of those
you gotta feel so bad for that guy. EFAC walked the door literally at the perfect time. Holy moly.
It was time to bring out. Unfortunately, we might still be waiting to see its full impact, and maybe we'll never get to see it. Because at this rate, in a 4v1 with Dan on 1 HP stuck outside a bathroom window, it is looking like Falcons will acquire a 4-round lead. moving up over Virtus
So
Pro.
if I already the
6
major
to
already
2.
facing DZ in the playoffs, it was a good run. Oh,
The
shit,
Aurora
word.
strat needs a little bit more time in the oven. I'm not sure
JUME is 10
it
and
is
16,
entirely
just put a
cooked
baby
just
in
yet.
me, my
Well, the
German
Sense one
goat.
as well.
Oh,
We
okay.
maybe get to see
Yes.
a little
Fett
bit
is
later on.
never
Maybe
going
we'll
to coach
get to
again. He's
see
trying to
it
find the
here
cure to
and
cancer, even though
now.
there's already
I
a
would
cure.
laugh
It's
my head
called
off if
drinking
Falcons
baking
banned
soda and
Sense at this
water.
point.
Dude,
Just
baking
do-
soda
do
water,
just like how
double
we've
baking
already
soda
got
water.
something cooking. We're going to get rid of that.
I need to probably
Stats
drink
today.
baking soda
I'm
and
sure
water,
they will.
bro. I got too much
We'll have
acid
more time
reflux,
until the
bro.
next round of bans
When you
anyway,
gonna cure the
so
new virus?
let's
I got
see,
you tomorrow,
a couple
bro.
of replays from the previous round. Some really horrible
What did
tricks
hot
there,
and cold
I think,
sweet
set up
mean?
by users,
Probably
knowing
signed
that the
to
solo
Team
side
in the
was going
NAL.
to be the side that VP pushed from, and annoyingly,
I
VP
started
just
playing
tried to brute
GT. Well, the
force
other
it.
guy just told me
The
I was
same
playing
way that
DZ.
we've
What
seen them
happened?
kind of try and brute force a lot of things in this game. It's been, oh,
No
this
way
is where all
Falcons
the
don't win right
utilities,
now.
this is where
There's a
everything's
way.
set up.
VP's not a bad
Unfortunately,
team.
this
They
is our
just think
plan,
that,
so we've
like,
got to go through it.
they
How
look
hard
like
on
when
us,
they're
you know,
not,
instead
when their
of
main
being
plan isn't
willing and
working, they
able to
look
go,
terrible.
actually, if there's all this here, I
Fuck
wonder
you
what's
and all
over
your
at
predictions,
library.
you dumbass, no
Nothing?
fair,
Right,
Valid.
well, maybe we'll just take from library side.
Yo, are the
then,
red
and we'll still take
headphones
top
optimal
floor,
for siege
and we'll
performance?
clear
Nope.
that way. Just feels like they're fighting
Fuck
Falcons
it,
where
Fett.
they are
I want to
strongest
reach
at
you.
the
Thanks,
moment,
dude.
on
I
every
appreciate
turn.
that. I hope you're of age.
Fighting Falcons where they're
My
strongest.
village is
and
being rampaged by
VP
the
after that
Hantavirus, and they need
unfortunate failure
you
of
to
at least
save
the
them.
initial
Oh, okay.
attempt of a new strategy. Now falling back on an old favorite. Naquo picking the blitz, and we've got a lot of
2%
good
of Dream Chat
operators.
earlier, they may be
Blitz,
playing
Ying,
G2.
Glass,
Oh,
the Thatcher
boy
indicates
versus
you might have
stopping
a bit of a rush volley, but
quarterfinals.
not all that
Holy
atypical for VP.
moly.
Surprising not to see the Warden be played this time. Something that you've mentioned yourself has had a very high pick rate when available inside of Salt Lake City, and now you've got a situation.
Our glass
where
is
you've got
optimal for
three
siege
things that
performance?
it's
I
gonna
don't
be quite
fucking
good
know,
against. And unfortunately for
glasses.
Falcons, they don't have it instead.
You promised
Gonna
us
be
a
going
battle
little bit more
pass?
down
Yeah,
that
I
track
broke my
route.
promises, bro. What
Certainly
can I
that
say? I'm a
catch
dirty
rate.
fucking
Wildline
liar.
This game has seen an incredible rise in pick rate. Catchers fell out of popularity for quite a long time,
Years.
really. And now we're starting to see a little bit of an introduction again.
Thatcher, Blitz, Glass, Ying,
fast
Fast hit, same kind of thing. Hop in. Oh, wait. I'm stupid as hell. What the fuck? It's not a fat. It's
just needs to be cautious
it's not
down
bar.
there. He's
This
clearing
shit's not bar.
drones. But again,
This is like a
he
bar
knows
lineup.
This team is going
The
to try
fuck?
and push
This is half wall
quite
plan?
aggressively
They have no
together
hard
in
breach.
the early portion of the round and doesn't want to get
Did they
caught
think it
out.
was bar?
And also knows that VP probably ready
Falcons
for some kind of trick from him.
won
Again,
the barn
best
round.
defensive
No?
players in this lobby. Basically
the fuck is this
tied with
lineup?
Pasha, playing operators like Solus. Quick push in. EMP's destroying any utility that might stop Naquo. Hit by the
There's a big
impact.
flood, but they have no,
Can't disable that one with
walls
the
open,
EMP.
that's why.
Glass hopping in quickly as
That's
well.
just a fast flood library.
But they hit with some DMR shots in the back, and this should
I thought it was
be
bar.
a
Yeah, I
big
did think it
kill
was
for
bar.
Virtus Pro. Also acquired some library control, but JUME, who's moving over by Mezzanine and Fireplace, worked his way through the basement, now moved up to blue stairs. Pops Rourke in the back,
Come on, Blue.
takes a
Solitov
Twitch drone
underneath
down
on the
with him,
touch.
and slips back down into bar and game. Solitov
They
also
know.
with an angle. Ooh, so
need to fall back to
patient
side now,
with
though.
it
They- right
on
now,
the
VP
second
are gonna flood
attempt.
side off that.
It's Pasha who
Yeah, Blitz on
falls,
K9,
the
they're flooding
flankers,
side
the
now.
roamers
Oh,
from Falcons,
good movement by
making some
JUME.
big mid-round plays
moly.
as Virtus Pro keep
They go
turning their
1v5
backs
again.
and keep
7-2
making the
Falcons.
same
Holy
mistakes. Falcons with their third
Falcons, Virtus Pro look asleep at the wheel
7-2
right now.
in a row,
Falcons
up
shutting them
1-0
down.
in the
They look good right
promotion
now.
game.
Falcons look like they have had a match lit underneath them this past 24 hours. Very big result yesterday
Holy moly.
into a cracking map 1 of the series against Virtus Pro here today.
Bro, why is Solitov so angry, bro? Crack a smile, Solitov. God.
Go Shadow, which
Map 3,
let's
please,
be
bro. I
honest,
want a quick 2-0. I want to
well,
get to
Jume's
watching
still
Wildcard
excellent player, one of the best players
ASAP,
inside
bro.
of
I'm
Europe.
rooting for
I think
Falcons,
making
bro.
main stage,
I'm
even if they don't
predicting
get second,
Falcons.
I
I'm
think
rooting
a
for
main stage
Falcons,
appearance
bro.
out the
I'm
gate,
rooting for Falcons,
it's kind of
bro.
required for the team.
I want to see
but I also
Falcons
think if they
versus
don't
G2
get
main
more
stage
than
for my
that, I don't
YouTube
know
video,
how
bro.
unhappy they'll be.
Psycho versus the
Generally,
team
new
that
iteration.
dropped him, bro. Infinite drama, infinite clicks,
together.
infinite
Pretty
clickbait, bro. Come
There's a lot that
on,
hasn't
Chad.
changed for it. It's very like akin to sort of your phase, and there's not many rosters that
We need
go
to see another
through
S-tier
a
event,
long
leave the
period of time, like
disease.
2+ years, without making a single
Dude,
roster change. So
professionals,
it's
you
impressive enough
aren't
as it
him,
is
bro,
that they've
Tato.
been
We
able
need
to
another
slot in a
major
new player,
winner.
and I think that just goes to show the flexibility.
Yo,
of
you're right, bro.
somebody
You're right,
like
bro. Nah,
Jume.
you're right, bro. You're right, bro.
Bro,
I'm gonna give it up.
Chanka
I'm
ban?
gonna give up the PhD shit. bro.
Hello?
I don't even know what to say about that. Like,
Chanka's great on this map.
he is. Honestly,
Well,
there's quite a
chat,
few
to
maps
be
he's really good
fair,
on, I think.
no, Chanka's fucking awesome on this map. It literally stops, like, White Stairs push-up. It stops fucking Tower push-up. Like, how is this a surprising factoid? My cortisol is about to spike. I really thought about the caster going, Chanka ban! And, like, the lack of, like, ball football knowledge you need to have in order to make a claim like that. But I'm not gonna spike my cortisol. It's okay. Breathe with me, chat. It's okay. As I was saying before, we actually might find out by the end of this month whether I do need to give it up on my PhD or not, because my qualifying exam is the end of this month, and it's stressful. And it's basically like you're sitting in front of a committee of professors and convincing them that you have a project for 6 years and you have a big presentation, big written proposal, and you're going to do all this, and you're showing them that I know enough about my field to do a reasonable project.
And VP won that round.
And they can fail you. They can fail you. Yeah, I'll find out, chat. So we'll see. Actually, if I have to give up the science shit, chat, we'll see. We'll see, chat. We'll see.
Significantly. Horrible lineup from Falcons right now. Goyo canisters.
You got it. I appreciate you guys. I thought all of you guys were about to say like, nah, fail that shit. Thank God we're come back to siege. Oh, yeah, you guys are being real nice today, chat. You guys are being real nice today, chat.
To get the drone as well.
What the hell?
Look at the HP.
You guys are being real nice today, bro.
He's lucky to be standing.
Thank you. You guys are actually, all of you guys are so nice. What the fuck? Appreciate you guys.
Just another impact, and we've seen Virtus Pro go for this exact same shield play against Shopify Rebellion, moving in through Old Tower, trying to pressure the player inside of games. I mean, it's a strategy we've seen other teams do. It's not unique to Virtus Pro.
Thermite able to break into bathroom wall as well.
These shields. We're getting well into the 80s now. We're getting close to the 80s.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. You guys so nice. You so nice to me, chat. You so nice to me, chat.
Putting him to 1
W chat, bro. W chat. What the fuck?
Predictable part of
He's thermiting the floor next to the wall to counter the bandit.
Reliably employ. Exothermic charge going on one side of the wall will open up a small gap on the other, and since the next
wall
one
open.
Shot, able to open
they
up
flex reinforced off the bathroom wall. Oh my god, that's fucking.
Comes at the cost of
that is brave.
A little important.
He just flexed reinforced off that wall in front of their faces. Oh, the thermite glitch bathroom. It didn't get the wall open. That's so chalk for VP, bro.
But Falcons are okay with that. Pocket reinforcement, they're able to battle it all off and go, yep, okay, you've brought your thermite, you better be using those exothermics because you are going to need them.
I wonder if JUME is going to actively trick this shot. No, he's going to nade over, so he's not going to actually active trick this.
And I don't think that JUME is really in a position to do too much about it, given that he has got none left.
Wall's open. They do have courtyard control, but it's only one player courtyard.
This is a serious stack up from VP players, and we're going to need to see a little bit of a rotate off if they're going to try and have success, because they can't all just walk through that breach.
Yeah, they have to rotate, and you would think either the Snake with the Soliton scanner should be able to do it, or the Candela should be enough to disrupt, but Pasha's just throwing all of them. They're struggling to push.
Huge position from Soliton right here. Really good kill. I think he's going to get refracted immediately. Yep. Now courtyard 90 control goes to Virtus Pro, but only 20 seconds left. They don't have enough man count. Pasha needs to rotate back if they want to make the plan work.
Basically the entirety of the
Pasha
round.
cannot go horse side if he really wants to.
Winning this one off the kills. Pasha and Sky's both going big. Rourke with one just around the corner. Pasha's so good with the cover.
Or not. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Pasha kills everyone in horse. I lied. Pasha's disgusting.
That round back
holy fucking shit. Holy shit.
All they need to do is just push the breach. Falcons stacking up for him right there. We had Leaky Fack and JUME and Solotov to a degree, all dug quite far back. Solotov gets his man and then gets traded out. Fine, no worries. You've already got the kill on Snake. You can afford to trade that back.
Fett, I get IGLs aren't supposed to go triple positive, but why does that mean they get to go triple negative, lose a game, and if you blame them, you're just a dumb, jinxy viewer?
For me, Sky's through the breach then. He made that rotation back. The logical move would have been to continue to push down that corridor and try and be a backstab.
I think it depends.
That VP had the man count. They didn't have sufficient pressure coming through that breach from elsewhere. Pasha getting involved with a couple of kills as well. But Sky's
I think the dumb, jinxy viewer
kills for him there to net the first here, and already
is basically saying any death is selling
on these attacks.
The dumb jinxy viewer comment that I make
a lot more comfortable
is about hindsight comments.
Earning the status
so
of
like
must-win fights, given how Falcons
people go for risks, and then every time like after the risk is over, if it fails, it's like, what are they doing? Are they stupid? Why even go for that? Why even make plays? Why even play siege? Why even take gunfights? You know? And then like if it works, it's like, oh, like he's a genius, you know, like wrongfully hindsight Harrison, you know, hindsight Henry. I don't think you cannot blame IGLs. I think you can definitely blame IGLs if they have a negative KD, but I think it depends on like the context. If your IGLs on Tachanka and Montaigne every round on a map that is very AIDS to be Tachanka and Montaigne, then yeah, they can go triple negative, and it's not as bad as if the IGLs like Licky Fack lurking, and like then he's going triple negative. You know, there's nuance to it. And then also, if your IGL is triple negative, but it's a 7-1, like if it's a 7-1, it's like, does it really fucking matter? You 7-1 them. Like you died every round, but you ran them over. Right? So yeah, it's just nuance. It's not like binary. You're not an idiot if you blame an IGL or not. It's just things have more weight than not. You know, like everything has factors factors to it.
Understand why it's happening.
Like even fraggers, like I'm not that like if you
with
notice
losing that
chat,
opening
I
kill.
will never say
They start
anything
getting it,
like
denying
Dragoon
Falcons
says,
it
where it's
entirely.
like
They've
you
been
get
damaging
paid to
general
frag
solid
and you're
season
not
so far. Fair
fragging.
hasn't
What's wrong with
guaranteed
you? Because
Falcons
I know
losses, but
a lot
they've
of
been
it
one team
siege,
yesterday.
a lot of fragging comes down to
That
setup,
Falcons have
comms, pressure,
not
and 3,
looked
2, 1.
bad. They've looked
Right?
good, but they
If
have
your
looked good. They
fragger is
look
like
shielded, which is
isolated
not
and
something
just
we've always
like
said about
not
Falcons in the
supported by his
past.
team at
Still
all,
trying to
it will
reattain
boil
that
down to
godlike
50-50s.
status, that
And then
mythical
what
status
then?
it felt like they
Right?
had
It's
for
up
that
to like team
2-year
pressure and
run.
strats to make them not
Chalet on
50-50.
the
So it's like
roster.
everything has
Umbrella
nuance to me,
Fortress
chat.
looking to try and steal some of that energy for themselves, pushing into this very stalwart defense. Pre-fire around the corner by Salatov, but hitting not one shield, but two.
Ooh,
Blackbeard also being
rotate.
brought by Dan.
Azami
Gets
off.
the opening pick, nails that Azami. And Virtus Pro beginning to break
But
with that
Blackbeard
trend. The
punishes the
Falcons
swing.
still
It's-
with some
oh,
fight.
no,
This is the
Bride.
sight that we're dealing with.
That was an
BPM
opportunity
knocking
to
on
get
the
that
door.
Blackbeard right
Falcons
there. He missed.
protecting their home the best they can.
really want
Two
this
players
double swing. Why
lining
didn't they
up for
double swing there?
Blackbeard,
She's right
though,
there, right? Like,
as Yuzu's next up to
that's
challenge
not
the
Yuzus
Scar.
being a
Meets the
moron.
same
That's them
fate
not
as
coordinating
Salatov.
the double
Duo.
swing. Like they
Technically
clearly were
speaking,
both
newest
thinking
entries
about going
before
for it, and then
JUME
Bride
onto this
stopped.
roster.
And then Yuzus went, and then it was just a one instead of a refrag.
Position with this Monty to break through the
It could have been a
defense with
refrag,
Warwick
but they
backstabbing.
stopped.
This is an extra
They didn't
dimension we
sync up.
needed to
That's
see
a
from
coordination
Virtus
problem.
Pro. How much impact can one Blackbeard have? Could still get a fourth. As Dan's on the board, will
Burnout
find
EMT, thank you
it.
for the sub, ads.
Not
Appreciate it,
the
man.
normal shield player on Virtus Pro, but the man in round two.
Double shields being taken there from Virtus Pro, really doubling down on
Not to drag the topic hard. Oh, we're talking about Canadian? Okay. You
You
could definitely blame Canadian for not winning crucial gunfights. Or if we're talking about Canadian, you could definitely blame him for not winning crucial gunfights. But Canadian also brings you to be the most consistent team like ever. Like, granted, they haven't had good international performances, but like, dude, he's making every event. Like, you could also be a M80 fan and not make half the events. You know, it's like pick your fucking poison, bro. I don't know.
What do we know about VP? We know they like to push together. We know they like to work off the back of a shield. Falcons have kind of already...
Yeah, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like, I'll make a video about this. I'm a Canadian fan. That's my thing. Is like, I don't think people see the shit Canadian does to make your life. Like, playing against Canadian is AIDS. Like, I don't know. At least when I competed in NA, like anytime we would go up against Canadian, he would always top rank against us and fuck over all of our game plans because he's like so win-con oriented, and we were a win-con oriented team. But when I was pulling up the stats and he was the most negative KD diff player for 4 years in a row, I was like, oh, like I didn't know that. So, I mean, I don't know. He fucked my team. Like, he would fuck my team. So, I mean, I see the value, but for sure, you could definitely blame Canadian, like gunfight-wise, for a lot of the rounds. Because, like, yeah, if he had won a gunfight in a lot of those rounds, the, 4 rounds would have gone differently yesterday.
Particular, while it might only be one, like, trap-specific operator, we do frequently see people either leave a Razor Bloom or leave a Vermont in the pocket, and while
you guys
not playing Blackbeard, Naquo's playing the Monty. Big shock, right? And so, if you have
like this conversation has been had about Canadian like since like 2020, bro.
It'll be helpful to have a Gersh.
And then he won another major with DZ. Now, granted, it has been 4 years, but
1v1, much
this is not a new conversation to me. You guys are not having unique thoughts. This is like the oldest thought of all time.
Especially if Dan's
They've been saying this shit about Canadian back in
map.
fucking 2021, bro.
Pockets are bulging like a school janitor with all the keys kicking around. Users? I'm keeping a keen eye on that. I want to know where, or I want to know when they placed it. I think we'll be able to figure out roughly where, but... Oh. Big play. Nope. Not worth it.
Is he actually...
Why did pros full sprint across doors? I get that they're almost killable. Is it optimal? Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot with the Scorpion.
To cross the door, it depends on how the enemy's holding the doorway. So if the enemy's holding a pixel on the doorway, which is very common, like, you basically want to sprint across it every time. But if the enemy's like wide on the door and you sprint across, then you're just dead. But yeah, they sprint across to like get fast cross doorways.
Oh, no. Fairly safe.
Very safe bet. What do you know? Naquo pushing from the exact same position we saw the Blackbeard push last time. Guess who's set up in this area? The Goyo, the Ella,
this guy's not. This guy's dead.
Hello, the
Hello, this
Solace
guy not
as well.
dead.
JUME sitting on
How the
old
fuck
power
did they
stairs.
let like
Very
JUME?
easy
How
to
did they
pick by
let?
Skies, I will say some of the early round play.
And this is like Falcons are now desynced, bro. Falcons are desynced as fuck, bro. How the fuck was that Montaigne allowed to look at JUME for like a solid 3 seconds? He turned his full shield towards JUME and no one swung out tower side. It's the same doorway that they desynced on last game too, or last round too.
Short time. They're not worried
Yeah,
about
Falcons. I don't know about this map, chat.
Business as usual right now. It's half the round, and they've already
Swing!
Ooh, and now, I mean,
Oh my god,
player
bro.
swinging around the corner, but LickyFact trying to bail users out of a bad position. Ends up walking straight.
They're like, they're not committed. They're like overthinking.
Separate the rest of the defenders. Breedy now 1 HP. Fortunately, I think the only thing that might be bugged is his defense because everybody's just sprinting towards the attack, running into a lot of issues. Breedy, good find on the skies. The 3-0
Shield bug. I don't know what that means.
Virtus Pro, not even close. That being the most dominant round we've seen so far.
On those main
People say plant is a kill, but it depends if you plant in a 5v1 or 4v4. People say plants are 5 kills.
Work down from above.
Important control established by Virtus Pro early on. We've seen the verticality be important on this site before.
Ram Capital leads me to believe it's a doorway plant.
Capital
for blitz while they get vert control. It looks like, oh, never mind. They could also go for infirmary kill. Yeah, I think they're prepping for infirmary kill. They're going for med kill. Capital's getting outside the window.
So much for VP who maybe want to get the plant down.
Demos track on Breedy or on users. They don't have waiting hatch open.
What we really want to see impact from is sure Naquan on the shield.
So users can play comfy on this crossfire. Yeah, they're going for Breedy.
Looking at as we reach this
Breedy's in the shits. Breedy's in a fucking shit spot. Let's see if we can do it.
Like Breedy, for example, but also how they can work.
Oh, they're going for dining player.
Interesting. Thorn spotted around the corner, but has some
very
support.
Interesting.
Able to retreat through that rotate hole.
Actually use that control to go courtyard to dining, and now they have horizontal control around the map.
Again, it's VP doing what they can do good at, and that's fronting up against this defense and just further pushing it back. Now, of course, with Skies holding the vertical angles, it makes things a lot easier. He's in fact dropped. He's going to just be outside of the site, but a double.
Oh my God, Breedy!
And a hop up from Breedy with the deagle. Immediately
lives the Capital Flames on med side. I don't even know what uses C4 was. It court? As a court door? Oh, they were trying to go for a kill on Breedy. Uses C4 the court door.
For Falcons.
That's crazy.
Pasha has this is zombie nailed down.
I'm surprised no one's hitting like backside pressure. They got dining hard breach open just to not hit it.
Window. Does Skies check this? Just sees the arm, figures it out. Triple for the Rams so far. Ooh, another big frag. It's Pasha good for Yuzus. Again, the advantage shifts, but JUME has only got 5 seconds. It's all he needs just to win on time or to take down Pasha or to catch Skies off guard as the smoke clears, looking the wrong way, misses the initial shot, but hits the one that matters. Only so much Skies can do with limited information and on time.
Yuzus backs up, they force plant 2v1 on cover with low time. That low time, you force plant there, I feel like.
Making the best decision possible in the heat of the moment there. Misses a couple of shots.
I feel like a lot of pros are named Skies or a variation of it. Yeah, there was Skies in NA. I think it was Skies and Skies, and that was it. Is there another Skies besides NA Skies?
And he gets the job done. A really close round, and one that you thought was looking quite good at a time for VP. They'd gotten so much pressure and control, and then out of nowhere, a double C4 kill. That is always going to really swing things.
Let's take a look at that C4 kill really quickly.
Oh wow, it wasn't even. I was wondering why the shield got above, because I was like, if you see a double C4 kill, it's always usually placed on the floor, and there's just 2 attackers stacked up on it. I didn't realize it just
Wizard's the most common pro name, I think. There's a Wizard in every region,
and also directly in the middle and directly behind the shield. Really great timing
by
Yuzus there.
Brazil.
Not always something you can predict where the players obviously are stationed, but once he hears the shield, it's always going to be a bit of a gamble, and this time it pays off big for Falcons and pays off big for Yuzus. Going back to command now, we have seen quite a few times.
Yo, Balotelli, bro. Did you see that C4? Nux blew up his own teammate.
Making a 3v5.
Yo, Val, bro. Listen.
We'll try to build.
I never know.
I
think this event, bro. I think I know. I'm noticing what you're saying.
Generally speaking, beyond that
first
round,
dude.
So now we are.
What the fuck is he C4ing, bro? The wall is closed, guys. That Nuxka C4 is to blow up an attacker hopping through that breach. What the fuck?
Too deadly. Because at the minute you can
what the fuck is he C4ing? The wall is closed.
For if you start to get Deimos tracks.
The wall is no, that's not even the worst part. That C4 is to get a open wall hopping. The wall is closed.
Leaky Fat 0 and 4, so like you say, even JUME.
And he's C4ing a closed wall.
but it's been
What the fuck is that guy doing?
Important one, but another C4 prepped. Once
Oh,
Dan lets this go,
jeez.
that C4 is going to fly.
Oh!
There sends at his feet.
Wow.
There is nowhere Dan can run. We've seen him shoot C4
Joom
recently.
single-handedly
Was
trying to
that
keep his
about Joom
hand
not
alive.
being a great performer on the defense so far?
Did you know what's
Chris, it
fucking
was
crazy is
true
that
up
like
until
just
about
Joom's
10
been
seconds
solo
ago.
carrying
Secondary
Falcons
utility
actually.
and the primary.
And I
It's a
understand
5v3
like
for Falcons, the best start to a round they've had this entire
it's crazy. Like
Now,
they went from
surely,
Shaiko to
G is still
Joom,
there.
and
Naku Skies,
instead of it
they
being
have to
like
make it
everyone
a
else
goal
continues
try
to
and
play at a
deal
high
with it
level,
here.
and
Users already providing a little bit of support.
it's like
He's got the
Joom is
wall
like
open right next to him.
solo
He's just gonna
making
make
plays
crossing that Rubicon a
to
little
keep
bit
his
more
team
difficult.
alive. Oh
Joom,
my
he's never gonna
fucking
be
god!
stopped. Links takes Naku down.
This guy's a
shield
fucking
or
demon.
not,
Rhymes
and
with
it looks like he's
Doom,
lining up
bro.
for the next.
Rhymes with
Flashbang
Doom,
might try to
bro.
go out to take down the unkillable
on the
Cade
ladder.
inside of tower. Pasha's
Think they
got
know
the
he's on the
shotgun
ladder.
to do
Wow,
it, but he
Joom,
still dies
Joom.
to the revolver.
Joom, bro.
Thinking the
Joom.
Cade full committed to the drop.
Holy fucking shit,
4
bro.
kills for Joom, going from 1 and 3
I'll
to
show you
5
guys
and
the
3.
clip.
And it's another.
Chat, look at this shit, bro. Like, where is he? He's in servers, okay?
I had either of these two qualifying, if I remember rightly.
Oh,
so,
dear.
Nux.
Now look,
Nux.
I've
if you're
heard a
going to
lot-
take anybody out of the round off your own team, don't take Perez.
That's like the worst part of that whole play is just that like the wall's
We saw
closed.
some defenders, I think, like very.
Like
loose
that's a
warmly
that's a
offering
great
support. Like, you've got
C4
one guy
for
sitting
when
in
the
rotate
enemy
hole.
has the
Yeah,
wall
if you want,
open
like, if you want help to
and they
come back,
entry
I'll
through
give you a hand,
connector
but I think
wall
you generally
into
got
sight.
this under control.
It's confidence, isn't it? It's, you know, we don't need to try and save Joom here because through saving him, we might actually lose the round. We recognize what
He
he's
threw
got,
that
and we try and
C4
support
was
him
for
through getting a
Montaigne.
little
Yeah,
bit more if he
Montaign's
can.
on
But
the
if he
mezzanine
does,
door.
job's done. We
Not the
hold
wall.
our
The
job.
wall's
It's
closed,
a
bro.
Cade at a minute and a half with all of his utility placed, and the C4 already with a kill. Like, literally, he's already paid. He's already paid up. It was all just extra at that point. Falcons with faith in one of their, well, one of, but absolutely the star player that people are looking
Also
at
1v3
on
against
Falcons.
Cafe against
Actually,
Davis,
still,
yeah.
generally speaking, hot off a
I mean,
second place finish at the 6 Invitational
Bro,
2026. Definitely on that run on
Like,
team.
listen, chat.
The player
Chat.
that
In my
everyone's looking
2
at.
years of co-streaming
As we
Rainbow
look to
Six,
what, Virtus Pro might
I
find
have
around. Having
like
some
literally
Yokais.
never
Still one
ever
in Breday's pocket, but
ever
finding some very important utility
called
early
for a
on
player to
for
get
this
dropped.
attack.
In fact, I've always argued
This
against
plant,
chat
That'll be very, very nice to not have to worry about that second yokai. 2 shields again. though,
about
only-
like chat
only question
overwhelmingly
with Virtus Pro
saying
trying
to
do the
drop
same
people,
attack
like,
with this quantity
oh,
of shields.
overwhelming
There's
flaming
danger
people.
that they do.
This might be the
Got a bit
first
less to do
time
with
I
the field
ever
this
look
time.
at a
More
player
information has been brought,
and I'm
not
like,
only an Echo, but also a Valkyrie.
wow, that
Again,
guy's hopeless.
Heavy preference on the C4s, as we're once again seeing 3 brought. Some thorough drone work from Dan, though, is going to discover a little razor bloom at the top of Old Tower Stairs. Solotov still with 1 in pocket, though, so we can look to try and replace it.
He's getting
at a
demos
later
tracked
point
and he
or even
still looks the wrong
somewhere
way. I
else.
know, bro.
Skies, he'll be a busy bee this round on that shock drone. That is, if
Looks
it's a fire,
good,
it's
like-
taken out there. His cameras continue to be flicked right now by Breday, doing his best to try and gather information.
Looks good, like-
Whereas we've seen players actively sort of attacking and actively swinging these
Looks
angles.
good, like-
Now we're letting the information do the work, and all of a sudden Falcons can just dig back a little bit.
And you talked about
Oh, good
potentially-
C4.
well, I was gonna say
Wow, Nick
stunning
will live that.
shield
Good
with
tech. You looked at the
Gersmont.
C4.
This time it seems the strategy is the
When you
yokai.
stare your
Nick
shield
will
at
tries to
C4.
push
Oh,
him,
good one.
hit
It's
him with
gonna
the
kill him.
yokai stuff,
Nice.
but why don't just hit him with 2 C4s instead? Just do chip damage enough until you get 100%. Dan
Yeah,
was
Echo
so
drones, no.
successful on this attacking the last time. 4K for him on the
The
Blackbeard.
problem with-
You get the first kill for Virtus Pro this time, but how different it is.
composure uses
it's
to,
only
like,
1
wait.
for VP. It only comes with 45
Oh, EFAC
seconds
has
remaining.
no idea there's
It
a guy
arrives
top
when
tower.
Falcons
Oh, never mind. He does. He's
score
fucking
line,
him.
And he's the second to last to fall. These vertical
Holy
angles and these
moly.
C4s.
Falcons
a
fighting back to
1-2
hell, but that's
punch
defense.
that
It's a bit
knocked
too late
VP
now.
to the
3-0
ground.
start to VP.
Like rats running
And Falcons need to have
underneath
some
this
really
wall,
strong
weren't they? There
attacks
was
here in
just
order to make this
murder
work.
holes everywhere for users, Leaky Fag, whoever it might be, to have a do-through. I really rate the use of the C4s there. Let's have a listen to our
Yeah, no,
teams
you
in
should
the
see when I
half.
was trying to swing him the first round, I couldn't breathe. Okay, guys, just in general, I'm gonna speak. I think they can clash on this map, and you're gonna do a lot of shoot plays. So just remind us, okay? If you're doing shoot plays, bring something for the clash, because they love the shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think if
You can speak, Isaac. What do you wanna do?
if you are playing as fast, it's good against them or not this map?
Yeah, can be good. Also, they hate playing glass. So, in my opinion, if they don't ban glass, JUME to play glass, like you play like you know when you do default clear and you bring glass behind Bride and you can smoke the meeting and swing the bathroom and stuff.
Smoke
You can do
meeting.
this kind of stuff, okay? So
I think these guys are pulling against direct zone, no?
and they're not that bad to be honest, but we can try as well.
Like some sites, for example, the guy plays a chunk on that side, you don't need to go direct, but for me, like the other one, I feel like direct is easy, because it's confident, like Pasha is playing there and he leaves
Direct is
like,
easy.
etc.
Solotov wants to go direct. EFAC wants to go for clears. EFAC thinks their direct defenses aren't that bad.
On domes, I want to go direct.
On meeting.
Contagni first, after that Snake, and after Demos. So we don't have to play Mute at all after that, right? So we just play on one.
Banning out all the clear, Snake, Demos, Dokkaebi, and then don't need to ban out anymore.
All the game, and we ban different after that. But like we said before, don't choke for glass or Ing, because Ing is shit, and the glass we have smoke, Tashanka, C4s, right? It's not about just that one.
Glass, we have smoke, Tachanka, so they're saying don't worry about the Ying and the glass, ban out the roam clear operators, we have everything, but EFAC is saying to play the glass, so.
We're gonna ban Snake first.
Right now we'll see.
Snake can make crazy shit hounds, right? Demos no. Demos is kind of more
If I hide castle, what do I do on castle? If I hide castle?
I think for me, you put a one in blue for Nikita and a one exit. 2 in pocket. Okay. If they break exit, you go and put again. Because normally it's roof
pocket,
high, you know?
2 castle.
If you give 2 securities for final round,
Castle pockets.
Like you can put 2 in pockets and just like
what is exit? I don't know that.
Let's go.
What we do first, Pasha Mira?
One interesting difference between the two timeouts that we just saw. One, generally speaking, very player-led on the side of Falcons. A lot of calming between LickyFac and Solotov, and then, of course, with JUME users chiming in every now and then. But
Mexico was in the Black Dragon team that went 0-9 in Brazil. I don't know how he keeps
definitely the strong leader calling
like,
pretty
with
much
the way I watch
everything
him
in these timeouts.
It definitely feels like it's... I don't want to say his way or the highway.
Sunyan, I'm back. Hello,
when
bro.
asked a question, he's
Lecture
like,
ended,
I don't mind, or no, you do this. Keep 2 in pocket. You know, play castle here. If they destroy it, you know, replace one. Like, it's very prescribed. It's very step by step. Julio does a lot of top level stuff, and he'll remind people of bans or preferences or overall play styles. But in that timeout, and differently to the Chalet one, it was Solotov that was having a lot to say and really, you know, sort of fronting up against LickyFac in some ways, and not in no sort of beef way, but just like, I think this, you know, and I've got my own opinion.
Yeah, an exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely, I think to your point as well, like the trend seems to be like Julio gives some.
We're gonna ban Snake first.
Right now.
The shield also feels a bit more like it's just a part of a broader lineup rather than the point of a lineup. Like, Brady will play it, and usually will get a decent amount of focus, as a shield often will. But it is not like that's their thing. It's not like that is truly what they are basing the whole round on. And really here, it's the combination of the Blitz and the Glass in all likelihood. Not the Ace, as Dan.
Yeah, Blitz Glass just like
DMR
predicted.
Brought it on Chalet.
Falcons ban double wall denial. JUME on the Glass.
Finds Yuzu's at just about the halfway point.
Users can't get this wall open anymore. They have to go for horse now. They actually have to get this up.
Virtus Pro investing a lot of reasons into this position for Dan to succeed.
To give away.
Got some information on the shield. Not really revealing his position. I have a feeling Falcons are already decently aware of it. We'll see the Flores cross. There's 3 whole attackers on this side of the map. Now the Blitz begins to push. Flores trying to catch the Aruni. Won't happen. Instead, Dan just barely making it out, joining the rest of the defense. And as we hit the minute mark, Falcons without a kill.
Dan doing a really good job of slipping himself out there. It looked like he should have been dead, and I think if Falcons had been a little bit more aggressive, they could have potentially cut him off there, especially with the Blitz. But Skies was just there for a little bit of support, and Falcons obviously feeling like they didn't need to fully send after that.
Yeah, they have to go for horse. I just wonder if they're going to walk JUME up or is going to go through blue.
A load of bees get sent in now.
Blue
That will give a bit of information
on
Solotov here.
Ooh, low information over to Solotov.
Wow,
some confidence as well.
I'm so
seen some great Grim plays from this player over the years.
EFAC gets in time to down the player. JUME buff blue.
Play in Manchester.
Oh no,
he's on something out of him this round as JUME, the glass
blue
player
would have
we
been
saw.
better. Oh.
Clearly not a problem whatsoever for Virtus Pro. It's Freedom causing more issues, just him and Solotov. To win this 2v4, 2v3 as Rorik is on the ground. Might be 2v2 if he catches Nako quickly, but no, the Deagle so powerful in the hands of the Azami. And now Bride, what does a shield to do in a 1v3 like that? Your back's going to be turned to somebody, and at that point, it's pretty much done. Virtus Pro, a much-needed round after losing 3 in a row.
Can't lie, chat.
Again, VP, what do they do well at? They do well at setting out a stall. Azami, Mirror, really being able to dig in quite deep to some of those power positions. And I think Falcons have brought a good lineup, but it just didn't have enough. Losing out users was obviously a big problem. And then after that, there was nothing really to deal with the mirror windows. They're not bringing a Nash. They're not bringing, there's nothing that they can just sort of immediately shoot and bang the mirror windows gone. You have to get up close to it. Now, you could say that that's maybe Blitz's job. And you could say that a Blitz needs to run up aggressively and make that happen. But it's not always as easy as that, is it? There's always somebody playing in and around. And it's
Job of the Fett. Now, that's a good one.
So Dan is definitely going to be leveraging this mirror for as long as possible here. There's a very high chance it will get banned out a little bit later. We're still yet to see the castle play, of course, that was being discussed as well between Pasha and Dark during the halftime show. And I can't wait to see that one when it eventually arrives. But again, it leans into that same sort of ideology of big architect ops that are really looking to try and shape the site and the way that it's played.
As you can see,
do you think Secret had a fall off? I mean, they literally lost like the MVP from the EWC and JUME. Like they lost their fucking star player and their star support. Like
Nako is currently moving in and about.
And they replaced him with Citizen.
Look at all of this stall that Virtus.pro have. Smoke and Goyo.
I don't think that was hard to predict what happened to Secret.
Basically, through every way you could possibly imagine stalling or causing issues for an attack that will cost time is present for this Virtus.pro lineup. On the flip side, for Falcons,
sub, anonymous gifter, appreciate you, man, whoever you are. Thank you so much for the gift sub, brother.
Strategy remaining consistent, instead going with the Ying Glass, which also got a shout out from Dark, and they also didn't seem all that worried about it.
No. It wasn't a very polite word that was used, but it wasn't an endearing one. I disagree. I think the Ying can be fantastic.
Ooh.
However,
shut down again, man.
Picks.
Are we really saving grace for that team? I feel like all these picks are so solo with no refrag behind them.
Down on the Glass. So, of course, still got the Ying, but Ying and Glass as a combination is very disruptive.
I feel like the way Falcons play the game, it's just like everyone's just doing their own thing.
As it were. Users can try and get rid of some of that barbed wire, but he's just going to get
back away there. I want to see you guys against the G2. I need that. I need this speed. I need this.
Leaky Fac.
Mom's kind of homeless, bro.
Use the Ying to take a little bit of map control.
ISO the
swung off the back of anyone swinging
ISO the
with
clash
that
with the flash things.
And instead he's going to dump.
Oh my god, he pushes him back though. He does push him back.
To stay alive here.
No more Ying Candelas,
by period. Fac. And I mean, one that works, but he was throwing Candelas at Ghost. That clash.
No, well, he's playing to back him up, but
Nako from planting the shield and taking the fight with him, but that's the rest of the Candelas used for what we know as really nobody who was going to swing around that doorway. Falcons as well, going back to that opening pick from JUME. Virtus.pro 5-3 on the opening pick so far on Fortress.
Where's the team?
They return to the trend of Salt Lake City for Falcons.
Did he flank up fucking white stairs? I think he flanked up white stairs.
Engagement that they're losing them all the time, but not the strong entry team that we saw inside.
I mean, they already held a timeout on. I think they already called timeout first half, right? Because Virtus.pro was 3-0.
Both that and the Glass taken down. It feels like the heart has been taken out of both of these Falcons attacks.
Yeah,
the only chance they really have, if somehow, some way, they can cross the play, they can kill this. They can kill the clash.
Haven't been something that have been coming so easily to Falcons.
Somehow cross the plant spot on the bomb.
In part,
it's doable. They could flash the smoke and go for a pre-fire on him. The smoke's smoking off his doorway. Yeah, they can't do it.
Babe canister here.
I think Users is gonna commit it. I think Users is gonna go for a crazy fucking play.
Are gonna keep them at bay. Users will push deep, move around the clash.
Wow, Clash calling it out though.
At the right level, but Rorik hopping up will take down Users with the shotgun, and it's another Breed A1VX, and it's another one he's gonna lose. 2 rounds in a row now for Virtus.pro. 5-3 on their pick.
It's not done yet. They're getting fucked by this Clash right now.
Falcons need to wake up.
I think the Clash is definitely the ban, the correct ban.
We've had the halftime show. There really
the smoke
is
and the chunk are fucking up their
right
pacing. Maybe they look for more lurks into side or something.
This track of Glass and really making something happen. We haven't seen the value out of it. And VP, quite rightly, not worried about the Ying either. None of it causing them any trouble. It seems like this clash is the biggest problem right now for Falcons. And it's a problem that isn't being played in round 9.
Falcons look terrible on the attack, yeah. They look lost. Like they look like they don't know what the goal is, and everyone's trying to make solo plays to bring the bomb back.
One way that we just did it, but it's been a consistent factor.
It's different.
I feel like they don't know what like map control they want to go for.
Where Dark was talking about leaving a couple of castles in your pocket and replacing them as we go and along the course of the round. And again, that mirror, both of which have been huge players, throwing his army in there for the time.
Jason goes to 100 T. Will you be insure we have a hybrid like stomping?
Some sort of stall and some sort of problem. Starting to see where those castles are going now. And what the
I think he's not going to have like a hard to find role. I think he can play everything like Stompin can.
Fortunately, Falcons, or Users at least, is bringing Sledge. So
is that VP's pseudo NA Fortress diff? Yeah, potentially, bro. But I also don't think like NA's that far
We
ahead
all
on
set at the
Fortress
beginning of the
anymore
round.
these days.
A little bit different than when Dark had potentially envisioned as keeping a couple.
I think it was only
but
the first event, like they were really ahead.
still,
I think every region
kind of
basically
playing
caught up
about
at this
putting all your
point.
castle barricades in valuable positions. JUME bringing in the Dokkaebi as he's done generally over the course of this tournament. Not necessarily the only operator he plays. JUME quite a
Kitchen we
flexible
go.
player, but again,
This looks like a
taking
horizontal
this
clear
role
lineup.
in
They have
place
no
of
big
Usus,
util
who
really for
used to play
clearing out
back
med
when
at all.
Chalet
So I'm
was on
actually,
the
they have
roster.
no Ram.
Trying to
Sledge
find
is the only
some
one for
lurks
Vert,
and
if
any
any.
gaps you
All
can
like
find
roam
in the
clear ops are
defense,
very
which
default lineup Falcons. They don't
have
really
not
have
really
any win
found.
con operators. No
We've talked about the stall a
Capital.
couple times now. It's been present
No
in round
Ying, no
7 and 8,
Blitz, no
but the way it's
sense.
manifested both times has been
Oh, it's just
an
a bunch
opening
of
picks
solo
have either
picks
happened
again, I
generally
guess.
at the
JUME
halfway
trying to
point of the
lurk
round,
in
or if they've occurred early,
horizontally. They
have
do
then
get top
resulted
4
in
control.
VP retreating.
Waiting
Round
is
7,
open.
basically the halfway point, and then
Wonder
VP
if
fall
Preda's
back.
gonna come
Round 8,
there with them, or
after
they're
the
gonna.
first
Oh no, they're
minute,
full clearing top.
and then VP
Okay.
immediately fall back and play around each other.
Full clear
They are
top
not
now, but
looking
there's
to
no
take these fights.
smokes. They
Not
have 4
looking to
sets
play
of smokes. They have
aggressive.
Warden.
They're gonna
VP
sit
have
behind their
Warden, though.
utility, make Falcons come to them.
And Falcons know this. They're bringing a really heavy lineup to deal with a lot of that utility. We've got secondary hard breach on Leaky Fact, nades. We've got Selmas on Brede. Plenty of.
Now they're getting
utilities
ready,
off
I think, in
destruction
position to go for
users
the,
and twitch to round things out a little bit more. JUME, play whatever you like. Get him on a Dokkaebi. He just needs to be getting a couple of kills on the entry. It was a big part of Chalet. And so far, the entry has been a battle that only Virtus Pro have won on this map of Fortress. I think Falcons got the first one, but aside from that, it's been very one-sided indeed. Mirror window will be popped, so we can hear that happen. Pasha?
I think, is this where they were talking about the Pocket Castles?
Good information being gathered there, but again, trying to go for one of those openings, and no one's there for the trade.
Not Pasha, just again playing his position,
Pasha.
winning not only one, but the next as well.
But like again, like
Such
what
a
was the goal? They didn't
high-powered
even have like
defensive fragger for VP, 7-3 on
they didn't have
Fortress.
infirmary pressure.
VP
They just
will
randomly
continue their march to
I'm just
map
confused by these
points.
attacks.
Skies as well, 13-6. A standout player on this roster in Salt Lake City. And Licky Fack got to make a name for himself in round 9, and I think unfortunately that one might just be lost to history. Double stack inside
Quad
of Nurse,
courtyard.
and Skies instead from behind.
Damn,
Not only with his third kill of that round,
the real
but
question
VP's
is
third
Clash,
round on
Smoke,
defense.
Chonka ban.
On
What are you
map
even banning
point.
here if you're Falcons?
VP have been
It
fantastic
feels like they're
on
just not
defense
like
so far.
Their strats just don't look good on this map.
If you
man.
look
I
back to
don't
the
even
game
know
that
what
they played
to say.
against SR,
Their attacking shots just
they were
don't
only
look
good
good at
for
all.
2 attacks. So they've improved from there because they came out.
Warden
of
ban,
here with
maybe?
3 attacks. Flipping on to the
I
defense
think, like,
side, it wasn't really
maybe the
defense
hope
where they
is-
found a lot of problem. They were able to get an even 3-3 half there as well. So having already put in that hard work today on this
Yes,
side,
Warden ban. I was gonna say the hope is Warden ban
very
and go for
surprised to see the glass.
But
now they get to flood
it is
the
one of those
Ying.
things where
And
you're
now
up 6-3, you
VP,
won
like they
3
talked about in
defenses
their
in a row, you're
halftime,
thinking to
is like
yourself,
they're gonna
okay,
use the Chonkas
do
and
we have an
Goros to
op we
stop
feel
that.
super strong in
Gaster
rounds
beef!
from?
Oh,
So they really just
Boro!
rather than
Yo,
actually
Bolo,
using
have you
the
seen this
ability.
play?
I had either
There are
of
4
these to
survivors
qualify.
in 2 of the rounds that VP have
With
won
the
so
wall
far on
closed,
defense,
Bolo?
and 3 in
C4
the other.
on the wall,
It
hype
has
with the
just
wall
been a
closed,
kill
Bolo? Have you seen that
problem.
play?
It is a mathematical problem.
Yo, Bolo, have you seen this play?
Falcons cannot seem to overcome. They cannot buy a kill. Never
Likely
mind
be the
a
death
kill
of
on
him.
the entry.
Never mind,
where we
my
Demo's
bad.
track.
quite well. Solid
8-0 right
Demo's
now.
track active on this guy.
Some serious
Free fire
space
square.
right
And he's
now.
looking at the
JUME
rotate.
takes a
Oh
ton of
shit, we're watching the
damage.
game. Hold
Taking a
on.
lot of space.
Hold
JUME
on.
eating most
Hold
of
on,
that
hold on, hold
utility,
on.
just running
Game's
ahead of the
happening.
Razor Bloom, running ahead of the smoke. But now he's a bit separate from the rest of the team. Brady and JUME, ideally like
cooking
to
his
support him, but
ass.
JUME, well, that's not happening.
Yo,
Exhibit
that-
A right
oh, I
here.
literally
Brady as well.
never,
People
ever,
hopping this
ever,
building. There's a player sitting
like,
right on it, super shorty in hand.
thought a player should be
Solitov
dropped before
He's quite alone right now.
until today.
Can't really die.
Literally
He's
until
part of the
today.
angle.
This is the first time I've actually had the
And of course,
thought.
Solitov
Okay,
looking
potentially
towards
they have
the
to drop
other.
that guy.
This
Potentially.
initial play to get
Call
quick
soon. I'm
control.
down. I'm down.
Working out. Solitov
Play
now
it down.
on 1 HP.
Yo, so it's
Him and
oh,
JUME,
Spoit's in my
1
chat.
HP. Naquo now also
Spoit, bro.
joining the barely
I'm so
alive
happy you're
club
performing,
of
Spoit.
Fortress, and Solitov Licky Fact, the first 2
Love
members
Spoit, bro.
of Cam Duty in round 10. JUME,
Spoit,
he's
bro.
been on 1 HP since the beginning of the round, quickly facing a disproportionate
Bro,
load
Spoit.
from the rest of his team. Falcons have tried, I wouldn't say everything, but they've tried.
Spoit's so good, bro. I don't even know
and
what to say. I'm so glad Spoit's fucking getting wicked.
And tried. And every single time through all 4 of these attacks, it
I'm foaming right now
simply
for a smash
has
burger.
Not worked.
You a smash like the
Skies,
chain
15
smash
and
burger?
6.
I like
Can't
smash
get
burgers
16
fries with the herbs on them.
As Zeus in a 1v4 now.
Chat, you don't understand, chat.
Every fight he can get his hands on. No candelas, no smokes, no nothing beyond an LMG and a
Shake
pistol.
Shack is live. I've
lost
Shake
count
Shack.
of how many times this castle barricade's been punched. This is the last one. It just does not seem like this one's happening. Maybe now. There we go. 7-3 for Virtus Pro on their own pick. A prolonged ending to Fortress, but one that, once we got a couple rounds into VP's defenses...
Holy moly. Do or die for Falcons, bro. Do or die, map 3. Yeah, I don't fucking know who wins this, bro. 好中国今天我要吃冰淇淋我很喜欢吃冰淇淋再给那个 private job 大家好 What's up? What's up, bro?
They never really going into these situations blind, especially when they play each other week in, week out.
Good evening.
Oh,
no,
ni hao.
Good evening. Experience, you're always going to have
ni hao, bro.
a degree
ni hao, bro.
of familiarity.
Good evening. Wait, drop me the phonetics on the Shay.
Yesterday, we got Falcons versus Pro today.
Oh my god.
Yesterday.
Wait, that's it?
Well, yeah, you had it. I'm in a deathmatch. I'm fucking latency.
And then, of course, we had NA yesterday with DZ wildcard.
But let's get fast. Do it fast.
And then, of course, right after this.
Yeah, that one?
This map.
Yeah.
Again, this is Lair, map number 3. We do have another tech pause.
I feel like you weren't distracted. I'll say it again in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But these things happen. As we continue, one thing I am intrigued to see, we obviously saw Nako pick the shield in round 1. And it is going to be
gotta say it fast. Well, we gotta break down the phonetics, bro.
The C server's like fucked.
Like,
what is
lose this game, make it further.
Probably there's a tech pause going on right now.
Oh, really, bro?
I heard this is even on LAN.
Oh, deadass? It's online?
There's something Falcons.
Nah, misinformation. Propagandist.
How is it going to look on Lair? You mentioned, of course,
like you heard it's online, or are you lying to me that it's online?
Into the defense.
I'm lying to you.
Oh.
See Falcons roaming on basement. Say going for some kind of extension could push straight into the setup inside of, say, Arsenal or Armory, maintenance, those kinds of areas.
Top 3 Chinese people all the time?
Hello? By the same token, we have had 2 players over the course of this series, or at least 2 players in this lobby for Falcons, who are inclined to go for some roam.
Oh wait, should we knock?
JUME on the Solus. That did not.
Oh, I also need a co-stream. I also need a co-stream. Hold on.
Who loves
oh, that's a shout. That's a shout. Oh, that's a shout. That's a shout.
On you? Knock you up?
Wait, I actually finally got it for once. Wait, I actually finally got it.
And then I co-stream this guy.
Power positions, but
and it doesn't give me the option. I guess it doesn't give me the option, so I can't really do it, Chad. I can't really do it, Chad. Doesn't really give me the option.
Lineup as well from what we're used to seeing when Falcons play this map, especially defending this top floor. A Clash, a Goyo. They like to bring us a chance.
I got it.
All of which available. The breaching is going to be very straightforward for this first 6 rounds. VP opting to give themselves the easier time of things, choosing to deal with static utility rather than spending their time getting batteries or electrification off the wall.
What happened the first 2 maps?
Kind of 7-2
on Chalet.
One side or another, really. Or you can fall in the middle.
Falcons just like fucking decimated VP on Chalet. VP were just giving away picks outside the building on defense, and then on
so silly.
And then Falcons attacks on Fortress were just abysmal. Like I honest to God don't know what any of the goals were.
Himself up a drone on yellow.
You have to get the sub Snurl. They have the sub ability.
It's okay. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter because 3rd map is where everything is decided.
3rd map. Dan loves his Cali shit on this map, bro.
Well,
I think last time I saw him on Lair, he dropped like 16 with the Cali. So
yeah.
He's pretty valid.
Was that anti-Azami, huh? Is that anti-Azami tag?
Send into a location, try and get some information where you haven't otherwise drone.
Oh,
Deimos trying to target one particular player. For example, in a Deimos, on this position, maybe would send a Deathmark tracker out to find Licky Fack and hunt him down over the course of the round. It is much simpler for Aurora to be on a drone, holding an angle, then Licky Fack takes the fight and loses it. No utility expended, nothing really lost.
I mean, they don't have anything crazy to actually push that guy out. It's really just a fucking grim in the shield.
Retreat into or peek out of R6 room. Well, he unfortunately loses his life as well. The most powerful operators on Falcons defense dealt with, but Solotov still has something to say. A very quick peek on Disguise, lands the headshot on a
I can't believe the window cut didn't kill him. Holy shit.
Thorn with this Uzi.
New style.
A menace against Virtus Pro, who has single-handedly saved Falcons' chances in round 1. Now users
he's not stuck in bathroom.
some of that same energy against a two-man stack.
They're stuck
pushing
with
up
him.
rocket stairs. Smoke canister supporting him to keep this attack at bay. Grimby's going out in turn, but Virtus
Oh, he got out. Holy shit.
Uses repositioned, kept
Actually
himself
gets
alive
away
there,
with this
didn't
fucking life. That's
overcommit.
crazy. 2 smokes wasted.
Back
They'll
himself up a
hard break.
little
They can't
bit
go for
along
default
with
blind spot.
Soliton.
I think they flood through or at least cross to
on
a
that
cross
smoke.
default blind spot with a shield or something to make this work.
Making himself a little bit of a rotation here to give a slight option for later.
That's what they're gonna do.
I think the main thing is that they have to work one more pick. They can't put this shit down
Already
3v3.
looking to take this space. I don't know. Nothing really stopping him from pushing in right now. It's only guns that they need to be concerned with.
Brady's in smoke spot, so yeah, they can't go for that shit no more.
Especially
They
with the
go
shot kind of right
backside.
around the corner, it's going to be a big problem, whether for the Blackbeard or for the Grim, whoever decides to take this fight.
He hears them close.
Have to deal with this close M59. Users low HP is in the perfect position to compensate
Well,
that
no
with
more
this
smokes.
gun.
Now Nico, I think he's going to try to crouch all the way to blind
looking
spot.
towards the single door in office. Going back and forth, trying to decide
They're
which
getting
way
into
should they
it.
go.
He's in it. He's in it.
Creep
Not going
Put
down.
the diffuser down. That
Now they have to
last
worry about
Tox
cover.
canister's been
Where's
used.
the
No
double on the
C4.
doorway? They're going to
There's
retake
no
the bathroom.
utility coming in to stop this
Oh,
diffuser.
Pasha!
Pasha gets both.
Wait, how does
lined up
Solotov
perfectly
not
for that
kill
F2,
Pasha
and
there when he
uses the
crossed?
next
What
to
the
fall.
hell?
Secondary and primary, good for the Snake, and
That
Virtus
one's gone.
Pro
Good
get there
comma. Good
first.
comma by VP.
It's always going to be the difficulty when
VP
you've got
looking
something
good right
as
now.
powerful as a Blackbeard there and no
Hungry for that
utility
main
to
stage.
fall back on. No C4.
Honestly, it's kind of nice how, like,
I mean, that's going to be good
They were
for
just like boring the
covering
fuck out
one
of Falcons. They were
Yeah.
just like
There's
mess
nothing
door,
stopping
and
the
then
player
went
from
bathroom
just
door, then went back to
balling
mess
through
door,
and
and then they're
running
like, oh,
straight
where are we
past.
going? Where are we gonna go?
Kind of ignore
And
that.
then Solitov's just trying to float.
Imagine if they did that shit against a team that had a Chonka and a fucking...
Bit of a missed
fucking,
opportunity, it seems, from Falcons.
Chonka 2.
Well,
fucking-
Brid's usually on Tachanka with that shit.
A lot of people
surprised he's
swinging where
not.
they maybe didn't need to.
That'd probably be one of
You
those
could argue that was
scenarios
swing
where
he didn't need to make, and Solotov came out on top. But
if he was
at
on
the end of
Tachanka, it
day,
actually
both
does
challenged
some
onto
good.
that
I feel like
door.
every time I watch
As
Falcons,
soon as you
Brit
roll
is
like
just
the
in a
Blackbeard
1v5
cross,
with
you've lost the round.
Tachanka, just trying to flame everything.
Yeah, I'm surprised
And again, with
that
minimal utility, not a whole lot of
motherfucker,
options. I'm
goddamn, no
almost
one
curious, are we
retook
gonna see a
top
Tachanka
main.
next time
Like,
they
no one went for
attempt
that
R6 just to
gunfight.
give themselves a little bit something
You
extra?
have to, don't you? It makes so much sense to bring it. It was a winning
Oh,
formula for them.
I mean,
previously when they
powering
played this
through
map
from
against this
after
team.
giving Mez and back to bathroom.
Of course, could have counter.
If it's not on an execute, that's kind of like.
But it's a Tachanka in sight. How
Ready
much
for
can you?
yeah, you can't go into the
No,
back.
I mean, like, when plant starts going down, like, no one
It's
trying
one
to
of the,
contest, like, bathroom
few
side
things in the game
for defense.
there's no
Oh.
zero counter.
I thought it'd be
It's
like,
like
I thought it'd be like
we
two
can
do.
swing,
Yeah.
two
Try,
swing
we have seen
door,
that
one
work.
swing
But, like,
bathroom.
Consistently.
But
We'll
IDK,
have to see. When
Okay.
Falcons
They're on
inevitably try to
basement,
attempt that
double
second floor again
reinforce
as one of
off,
the primary bomb sites. They
turret
will
wall.
need, or well, probably should make another attempt of it at some point. We'll try basement as their next site. June picking up the Solus. Didn't see a lot of success from him on this operator on Fortress. If he wants to play fast and loose on this defense, maybe a good time to try and limit test.
What'd you grab on today?
It's just unfortunate that it's
Me?
Dokkaebi
I had
and Snake that he's
leftovers.
going
Yep.
up against.
Chicken
Two
65.
operators that are
Leftovers.
absolutely
Chicken
perfect
what?
Chicken
to
65,
find
bro.
a roamer playing off-site.
Wait,
I
are you-
believe Jume is lurking all the way on the second floor. Meanwhile, the attack is pushing more directly.
Why they gotta be naming it like that?
Trying to
I don't
What's
know.
so 65
Ask
about
the
it?
Indian
Both on
people,
attack
bro.
and
They're
defense
the
to
ones
set
that
their
named that dish Chicken
respective
65, bro.
This glass also with the smoke canister.
What was
going
it?
down.
It's like
Look
some
at this.
spicy, dry, like,
Pasha
it's
already
like, I think it's a
being
shallow fried
quite
chicken.
deep for a minute into the round. Just sitting inside a toxic prone, ratting against the defense. Bride next up.
Very
Ricky
interesting.
traded by
Very
Nako,
interesting.
As Virtus Pro taking very fast control, or at least very fast engagements, yet still not making it very deep.
A little bit jammed up there inside of barrels. Rorik will be able to have a look
Horizontal
through with
backside
glass.
stab. I
Jammed
think
up
Pasha
the
was
The one
through
for
stock,
one there,
right?
you've lost your echo.
Oh, no,
from
they still have the
Snake.
stock
Both
players, guys.
Massive pieces of utility.
Horizontal,
from
no
either
top
side.
down at all.
I do think
Playground
it was
utilities, that's what you really want it there
stock.
for, the Snake.
I think Pasha should have
Oh,
watched stock
and then it's guys
killed
at
him
a
when they got
refill.
traded out.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
likely going to be in those
Guys
engagements a bit
refill.
more often, so you could say that this favors VP at the
I mean, it's good
moment.
pressure because if you're
Almost.
at warehouse
Bit of a missed
extended
on there,
and
but
shit's
Nakey
going
will
down
be
stock
thorough.
side, you're gonna want to come
He's able
back.
to call out there is someone just on the
Doom not trying to
inside
retake
of
it right
the
now.
Nice.
Get
I was gonna say I don't even
through
think they
Exit
use like
that door
what?
to the right.
Actually, they have
Be
no
cautious,
smokes
but
left.
defenders, they
Huh,
can
I never
move.
saw the glass put the smokes down.
Naku is instead going to try and push his way through Toxin.
Toxin Flood,
Again,
two
That'd actually be
crossfire.
huge for execute.
Yeah, Sky is all on Sky's walk. Jume has to be wary of Sky's walk if it's
He's
possible.
happy to
Wow,
put himself in the
Nako.
way, but Naku just fronts up to him.
Damn.
Just ADSs goes to the
Just
pre-fire
pushes
and
through.
uses
Wait,
no
what?
response.
focused
Hello?
up front.
No
Hello?
response.
Back
He
in
No
the
no
Phoenix
awareness.
goes to
responded
the
in French. I
Blackbeard.
don't think
Dan,
users
good for the
was
cover as
aware at all.
JUME now retreating back to the site. Never really got any impact on that rat
not
play.
ready for anything that fucking VP are doing.
Very confident on Lair. Plant for the first round, kills for the second. Both go their way.
Goes home, bro.
Said before,
you have such good teams here, and then like one's gonna go home.
Teams played Lair.
But man, let me tell you, Falcons go home.
Closer game.
The Shaq goes 3-1 already in playoffs. Can you imagine?
The duration.
You think they'd be pissed? You think they'd be a little bit pissed?
A little bit different. VP of Streets, a little bit of a lead right
Slightly
out the
pissed.
gate. And they're not really showing any sign of slowing down. They are just rolling that momentum over from Fortress onto Lair and playing.
JUME's talent is getting wasted.
Everything is a lot around this shield
I'm
play.
sure. I'm sure he's A-okay with that Falcon salary.
He's also like...
And it's a funny question because...
He's going nuke, like, when they are winning. But, like, it seems like they rely on him to go nuke to win. And it didn't seem like they relied on Shiker to go nuke to win before. So I'm confused as to, like, what happened to their identity such that it started playing out this way.
But by the same token,
because I've always known they were kind of like a solo team, but now I feel like they're more solo than like ever. And it feels like when they decide to actually like coordinate with each other, they'll like win some rounds. But most of the time they're just like, oh, let's just all die one by one. Let's all play solo. I don't know.
Maybe they're too much of a vibes team now, like they said.
It's a tricky situation because on Chalet, the shields were basically useless on that Chalet attack.
Maybe when Shaq was on their team, it was all business, strictly business, and now there's too much vibes.
Have been some of the best shield rounds we've seen in the whole series. And so I imagine Falcons probably going to take a much closer look at a shield ban for their last one, but the Naquil would still have either Blitz or Blackbeard, one of them remaining. It's a tricky situation, and just so happens that VP shield play is working very well right now. We're seeing Falcons can get adjusted to it, either in round or after a tactical timeout. The ladder's likely going to be called if the defense drops another one here as they try bunks.
Wait a second, do you know EU salaries right now?
Defense so far.
No, I do not.
Something's got to give, and
no ball
probably
knowledge
going
on
to be Julio hitting the button.
No ball.
I would expect it.
Dude, I've been in the dark and EU salaries for so long, bro.
Go Falcons way. Cannot afford to let that happen. Nakey.
Across clear for Virtus.
From Ops.
From Med side over an Ops wall.
It's a nice little rotate there.
Green Charbers, you get the server wall open and a single wall open on double door. Falcons will fall back green side, fall back on storage side strat, Rorik lurking.
Just needs to be a little bit cautious down here.
Falcons like no traps right now. They have barbed wire, but no traps for this horizontal gap, so
he's a ways away for the time being, but it is something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, because the thermite on the double wall.
Guys can start to move through the top floor.
Ace open on server wall. They're gonna fall back to our side layer. They have to cut. Oh,
they do the tubs.
Again on a fairly unnecessary.
Bolton's gonna give his life away. I feel like
a bit better, a bit quicker.
What are we using the tubs for?
I don't fucking know.
Still alive though.
Maybe for the wall. Maybe for that wall. Yeah, for the deeper server wall. Wow, that's a huge gunfight for Evac to win, but that was scary because that would have opened up the site pressure.
First time that we've seen.
Oh my fucking god!
Shit, this guy is a maniac.
Holy shit!
That just means it's an effective 4v4 at the moment.
Finally gets cleared out by that nade. Wow, Naquil wins it to the verge. C4! Oh, it doesn't get the art door guy too?
Wait, that should have gotten two.
I feel like it should have gotten two. Holy moly.
As really gets a kill on a Sky.
That's plot armor.
Thereafter.
Who was that? Pasha?
Green stairs. It's rare we see an actual clear of this top floor. And one resulting in the defenders surviving and then falling back to the site. Rounds are usually won or lost based off this top floor clear. Now instead, users will be down below as Bride thinks about a retake up green. Virtus Pro with 30 seconds remaining. I've got one in the site. But Pasha.
They're going to go for hat drop?
Maybe they're going to focus more green side.
Yeah, they're going to go for green player.
Maybe he'll go green stairs.
British 1 HP.
Just find the
Oh!
And he might
What
see
a
him,
okay.
killing is a whole different question. A lot of damage dealt to Yuzus and Bride, but a slim chance at victory for
Bride nuts.
Wow. Both of them.
Holy shit, Bride's fucking crazy.
VP's way. Bride with 1 kill in the mid game and 2 to finish things off.
Bride was the only player with a pulse, it felt like, on Fortress.
I can't lie, bro.
For Falcons.
Like, knowing how huge
Give it to me straight.
Yeah. Finally,
seeing
Falcons
his feet lift off the ground.
To talk about and to
kind of
give themselves a little bit of confidence. I still wouldn't be surprised to see the
like next time they celebrate, look at his feet. Look at his feet.
Okay, well, every time I just keep looking at Brid's feet.
Brid's
feet. Oh, he's doing the kind of like the crisscross, the intertwining.
Finally, we get the Blackbeard ban. And
do you see Hasham's play posture?
Finally, we get the Tachanka ban. It's just a shame that we
yeah.
didn't see Falcons.
Is this your first time seeing it? He's always perched up, like fucking on he's on like a bell tower, Assassin's Creed style.
I didn't know he was like Lotus meditation style.
How this clear really manifests itself.
Shepard and him are they're kind of similar.
Just being able to dig back, obviously playing Solotov up there. It's not unusual.
See, that's always just the craziest thing. You just see like Hasham or Shepard or like JDM pauses, and it's like, dude, how do you do this?
How do you do that?
From
Pro ban up to Tachanka, interesting because Falcons have not brought it up at all yet. But I mean, it would be the counter to their playstyle. Falcons banned the next shield after Naquel on the blitz. Now, I mean,
if they do, we've got barbed wire.
I don't know. I feel like Naquel on the shield is just still fucking them so hard. It just feels like Falcons comms are a little bit dead right now.
Good little play there from Falcons. Risk management.
Slowly waking up again, it seems like.
Dude, it's third map, bro. There should not be a wake-up period.
Yeah.
Like, this should be going, bro. The cylinder should be fucking going.
You never had a rut in a BL5?
Vulcan Pack's very effective tools, not only for...
No, it's usually just like a slow start, and then after that, it's all just fucking...
Oh, really? We had a rut. We had a crazy start, and then a rut for like map 2, map 3. And then like we
bro, that's just called a bad map.
The attack tries to push in. It can be very good, usually necessitates
Chalet was a good
motherfucking...
or some nades being brought by the attack.
Maybe it was a...
It's something that always invites and really requires a response from the attacking team.
Not everyone's perfect like you, boy.
Hey, shut up. Shut up.
Was banned on this Chalet. Able to take down the Kiba barriers.
I think it was just a masterclass is what that is.
That mirror window.
I was glazing the fuck out of you earlier, bro.
Not an operator we often see, but a focal point of
I don't want to see it. I want to see it in the dark.
Oddly enough.
Walk off the cut.
I'm gonna do a copper to champ but competitive style. I'm gonna have a pseudonym and then start in T4.
Oh, wait, that would actually be a mega series though.
Maybe I'll be so committed to the craft. I join a collegiate team. I get my degree and then I finally make it T2.
Like if you want to truly be undercover, you have to like not stream it, right? Then there goes like your streaming earlier.
They're looking to try and play it a lot tighter, aren't they? They know that.
That'd be a hilarious challenge. Can you make the pro league starting from collegiate?
Can I do it again?
Shields or not?
Holy moly.
I mean, of course, we've still got a shield. You've still got the blitz to play. That hasn't been.
I mean, here's our timeline, Bo. I can just tell you right now. Two freeze lost all out.
Can start to use those zones. Just slow a little bit of the progress.
Matt retires 2 years from now.
It's a DMR. DMR.
And then. We pug stack the invite through open invite walls. What the fuck? Yeah, me, you, and Matt, and someone, and then someone else. I don't know what the fuck. And then we win, bro.
Hoping to have with those Auto canisters has now disappeared.
We win a hammer.
That position behind
I'm telling you, bro.
Super powerful. Someone's gonna need
I'm telling
to
you,
that
bro.
gap.
That's crazy.
JUME might be in the most immediate spot to rotate. He doesn't have any Kibas to block off the door and get behind there.
That's insane.
But he is playing in a tucked position.
Oh. All right, done.
Done?
Could very well do it. Indeed, you'll see. Thinks he's got the opportunity.
Knock it down.
Forward position behind the desk.
Chest test.
No
2 smokes left.
Get shot, get hit by that sniper.
Smoke's good right now for Falcons. Virtus Pro will have like about like 7
seconds. And a nitro.
No Bs either. JUME's got to hold out with 30 seconds.
JUME's in the shits.
Can call the
no nades to clear him out. They have to walk deep at him.
By the way, we did not see this in the last R6 room. So going for plant.
Rat spot. Ready to C4 for plant. They have to win con.
Taking JUME's spot, but going
VP know that they have to go backside.
Evade the eye
this is
line
the correct call by VP, but did they work it out?
Naquel and Ged doing this dance, trying to decide, do I go through the single?
Falcons finally playing a Lair and win con on this site.
Good job. The way this guy's gonna time it.
Yeah.
No post plant utility, man advantage, and diffuser in a clean
position.
Falcons
great. Falcons good. Good win con by Falcons. Well done by them.
Instead of roaming Falcons,
look at his feet. Look at He's back like he rocks back in his feet. Get off the floor, bro.
Falcons did such a good job of taking that.
Oh, he's like, yeah, he's sitting like real back in it.
Yeah.
Like his ass is as far back as you can make it.
Back is just too huge, bro.
Let them take a little bit more space. We'll keep them at bay with utility.
Oh, you know what? One thing. Who's is that? Skies. Right side. Right here.
Going left.
Is that Skies?
Right.
In the middle?
Yeah. There's no clear option.
Right middle?
Because
I don't know.
Okay. Either way, look, he turns his mouse upside down and he spins it. You see that?
Oh, I saw that.
It's an upside down mouse spin, brother. They're innovating, bro.
It's so new. No, somebody else has been doing that for a while. It's so.
You think it's because they can't like spin the real mouse like a real spinner?
Like, dude, it's like literally like a fidget spinner. You just turn it upside down and it just fucking does it by itself.
Yeah,
bro. Oh, you're saying it requires real skill to do it the way you do it.
It just seems like a lot.
Yeah, it does actually. As a matter of fact,
that dexterity.
Like, bro, have you tried it? Have you tried it?
Take space and get a kill.
Is it like a fidget spinner, man?
Or have someone behind you working on your shoulder.
No, the fucking upside down.
They had to play for the diffuser because of the time.
It's kind of hard for me, bro.
That was the problem.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we haven't seen the shields really used to make space all that much.
Spin and then it just goes.
For VP, all things considered, they've consistently been a vehicle for plant, and even when they've got kills early in the game, they're still in a very stagnant position. Again, I'm still thinking about Dan's 4K just sitting and
Go Falcons.
Ping him, just
Go Falcons.
swinging into the line of fire. Dan's like, okay, well, I'll kill that guy, I'll kill that guy, kill that guy.
Mods, you do have permission to timeout counters if you want.
Really
I'm not going to
shield,
regulate
like
it because I don't care.
It didn't work, but like we saw Breeding try an attempt on the last round of Fortress, running up the staircase.
Big.
Like Daddy.
That's big right there.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you very much.
On this site.
Appreciate you.
Basement down below, they.
Wait, are we not sharing chats? Am I stupid as fuck?
It was still a pretty steady push.
Oh, wait, dude, they do have the shared.
Through dock and eventually reach.
My chat's just
your chat's just counting.
My chat's just infinitely more brain rotted than your chat. I'm sorry, Bullet chat. I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay.
Pasha throws down a boogie drone.
Ooh.
JUME gets the first pick, and it seems maybe they might have tried to go for something similar, and unfortunately,
it's because
lacking. Sola swings.
Oh, I have to explain a couple things to you
after
the round.
Can struggle.
About my chat. JUME solo up top though gets shield player huge.
Have been going their way and. By quite a considerable margin.
They're going to just go for a fast hit. They said, fuck this guy. We're just hitting
sight.
sight. Oh, my God. They just want to go. Look at them. They're all running. They're fucking sprinting back.
Now, Falcons chained a couple of rounds together.
Full garage control. 3 players garage. They're going. Ram through. Will Saltop be ready? Oh, straight into a Goyo.
Oh, this guy's on fire. This guy's on fire.
Oh, burst through from Pasha, though.
Pasha kills Warwick with it, bro.
In the process. Unfortunately, he's lost his
retake on the position.
Might have just lost the round off the back of it.
Looking solid right now. Responsive to
both get one apiece. I'm not saying it's a different story, but Virtus Pro thinking they could just run straight through a barricade with a Goyo canister on it. They only realize when it is all too late.
My chat was counting a couple days ago, and I said like whatever number you get to by the end of this game, I'll raise Dapper's monthly salary by that much this month, like half of that. Sorry. And then they got to 2,000, so I gave Dapper 1,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then
what?
They just
chat.
And then and then whenever they do the timeout listen-ins, there's a Chinese team, and they told me to translate, but instead of calling, and then I said I couldn't hear that because the casters were talking over them, and instead of saying L translator, they started saying L trans. And now every time there's a timeout,
I've seen that.
Yeah, every time there's a timeout, they all just call me L trans.
Anything less, and it's gonna be.
And now they're gonna spam it.
We know just how.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
Nice.
Great job, chat. Real good look for the Fett chat right now.
Yeah, you just made Fett lose all of his sponsors.
Yeah, there goes all my sponsors, bro. Yep. There goes my Aura sponsor. There goes my Pro Sleeve sponsor. There goes my Azami DZ skin sponsor.
Better your chances at tying the game. It's very rare we see him. That much
okay.
Placed on
well, I'll run it by HR. And
You'll run it by HR.
You know, you're down 6-3 or 6-4 or 6-5. The 3-2 instead. Kind of a gamble by Dark.
Only thing you are getting sponsored by is Panda Express, buddy. Wrap it up.
That they won't need it.
That's a banger.
And something so
I wish I was sponsored. Dude, can you imagine how fire it would be to be sponsored by Panda Express?
Final sight, we'll see Falcons defend and Virtus
yeah,
Pro attack.
I'd be morbidly obese, like, unironically.
Last time we were here. Virtus Pro went for a full clear.
Actually, the honey doesn't let me get Panda Express, so never mind.
So Breede decided to get active, but it was a very close one in which Virtus
too
Pro
fast.
had a lead through control
Too
and
fast
manpower.
food.
Too fast food.
Or
like back on the lurk last time, lost a gunfight to EFAC playing
again,
Sight.
said it was a full clear of this top floor, which is a little bit uncharacteristic. Often
we're playing top floor with the smoke, same setup as last time. The Lair setup against the full clear. Let's see if Virtus Pro switch it up
themselves, so that they can retake up on that top floor as and when required. No solos this time, but still in.
These are interesting starting positions. Of JUME's bottom fossil stairs.
Well, 4 C4s.
Fossil?
I don't know what to call the staircase going down.
Rock.
Rock stairs? Okay.
and use
Or
those C4s
some people
to
call it
deny entry
glass.
at the windows.
Like that's rock
No
window.
hard this time.
So
Yeah,
it's
well,
like
there's
use,
a big like dinosaur
That was
fossil
a
in
good
there, so that's
call
why I call
way
it
of
fossil. But
really
yeah,
opening
enough of
up
rock.
a lot of that top floor.
Rock
Boner
stairs.
stairs.
Now
Rock
that they're
door.
set to
So
windows,
rock door, rock
doors
stairs. What's the
only,
window down there?
Those C4s become a lot more powerful.
Rock.
Rock window. The rock stairs, rock door, rock window.
Just a daunting number to stare at.
Now that you say it, I'm starting to not like this idea.
All you gotta worry about is if we're getting tossed some which way. Naquan moving quite quickly through, not going in office instead.
Best control taking Virtus Pro.
Bathroom hallway.
Same kind of clear again. Rorik's coming up from basement up yellow stairs, so let's see if. Oh wait, they're gonna flow down. They're gonna flow down. Rorik's loving arms.
Flanker.
Rorik have the lurch.
Got the perfect cutoff. He's been roaming down below every single round, it seemed, on Grim, on Snake. He's had very little impact. This time, catches Solotov when VP
No, I haven't yet. I've yet to see. Every time I see a pro play Snake, I feel like there's like a shit ton of just like pick up nades across the map that they don't pick up. But I feel like low-key, if you accumulate them over the round on exit, you just start like bombing the site with like every piece of util you have.
Still gonna give value.
Well, honestly, it's like
3 of which are left.
you really only need the nade in the flash.
Yeah.
Sometimes like a smoke, but like that's if you like want to. If you like know, it's like yo, can you try to get a smoke? Can you try to get an EMP?
Able to find that bit of
Because having too much utility, I feel like as a pro you'd want to use it, and it might even get you killed. Like there is such a thing as like doing too much.
Get these trades, whittle the man
Use the same thing
down.
that drops soon.
Now
They're gonna fall back fully. Green stairs area, go horizontal.
Zodo canisters, because of the Falcons' utility and their
but Uses doesn't even get to drop down, overstay.
Attackers, and yet still VP are at an advantage.
VP just crazy man advantage.
Pasha able to find another.
There's a guy coming up their staircase from green side.
Holy shit.
Now just Brede, now
overstay, big overstay by Falcons. But I mean, to be fair in their favor, they had it too.
Necessary. And it is exactly what VP get.
Thank you for the 10 gifted earlier, Strike Daddy. I really fucking appreciate you, bro. You're the GOAT. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Okay, guys, go halftime. 3-3, okay? Like, I'm just gonna summarize what they do, and then if I say what we can do, okay? Yeah. On the office, they usually play default. They don't play a lot of traps, okay? They play, the guy can play between bathroom windows, okay, Josh? And then they're gonna like try to waste time. Azami is gonna help these guys falling back from bathroom and main stairs, and that's it. The rest is default Tachanka, okay? For bunks, same thing. Default, they're gonna have Solis, Warden, Tachanka, Smoke just to stop the green plant. And paint side, the guy gonna double reinforce paint. Warden will play there. He will not live there, no? If you go there, okay? For labs, they can do full
instead of
turtle, okay? Like they're gonna start like a machine stairs, get a drone full turtle with Smoke and Tachanka and Echo and go like footer, okay? And then the other one, you can more aggro. One guy started on top floor, one guy medic side, one guy armory, and mute kids, okay? That's the summary. You can say along with it.
Yeah, and on bunks, guys, they play 4th floor with 3 for us. Let's see what's gonna be more strong. And the basement, we talked so much yesterday, right? We're gonna do that a new setup on Pasha, like he's gonna do other than with sheet or the solid sheet.
New setup with Solus solo room.
Solid sheet.
Pasha gonna hide. Anyway, we have to play in the same key because if the need is alone, just play to give and the play to execution. And if you think the execution not gonna be good, guys, we try to play something. On this setup, they want to kill Danila, Chris, and Pasha is playing Solis. Remember, you can go up garage stair, yellow stair. So you control lobby and Pasha just think about Danila. Because we're gonna play just safe in base, right? That means we're gonna domain garage. So you and Nikita. Yeah, and the bunks, guys, bunks is bunks. You guys know the options we have. Don't have nothing too much to say. Be careful about the first round, if you don't have a Warden controlling main breach, they like to use glass that. I know Tubamir is threat, Arch player Pasha gonna take care about that, so it's fine.
Go Tubamir, maybe. I think I'll go
one thing is important here. We are, for example, we are playing garage defense, and they fucked up. They cannot domain.
They cannot domain. I want to know what domain means. What the fuck does that mean? Also, Rorik. Rourik's been adapting very well. Rorik was shaky on like the first couple games, bro. Rorik looks good now, bro.
But that will be one team's last midway tack pause for this tournament. It is map 3, tie game between
Did Fett learn
Falcons
English
and
from
Virtus Pro.
Siege?
One team to make it, one team to go home.
Yeah, after Reaps and Mentalist were teaching how to play.
Yeah, bro, Reaps and Mentalist were giving me lessons, bro. Holy shit, bro.
Saw that round.
Me and Dole to get this up, but you know I appreciate it, man.
This momentum, things could not have gone better in round 6.
VP did a really good job of stabilizing there, I think. Again, quite a swingy game. 2 rounds for VP, 2 rounds for Falcons. Round
All right, here we
VP,
go.
round for Falcons. You know,
Just like
it really
Julio
was
said,
that sort of a
backside.
game.
1 second, I'll be back.
However,
Chomka, no smoke, Tube to keep the wall closed for a bit and stall it out.
Perfectly.
Goyo as well,
Guaranteed the
mirrors
3-3.
for wall denial, I'm
Mentioned
assuming.
it a couple of times.
Double
Last time
heart
these two
breach,
teams played
Falcons.
this
I
map,
don't know if they want to go for
wasn't
Mez
kickoff.
control
Qualification
or
for
Skybird.
this
I
event.
think it's
This
Mez
was a
with
map
the
that
lineup
was
that they
played,
have.
and it was won by VP. They were good for 4
yeah, buck
rounds
underneath.
on the attack in that
Get
series.
the chest desk guy out of
So,
there, get the players
they've
playing
either
close
underperformed,
operational
Falcons
side.
have overperformed, or it's only 1 round and we don't look too far into it. This is a tied game, and this is where Falcons need to show that they still have life. They need to give us what we saw on Chalet, not what we saw on Fortress. To give us what we saw on Fortress, VP are just going to dog
Mira backside's a real fallback strat here from VP. Never mind Mira, also an operational, just a light layer, I
Dog-walking
believe.
is kind of
with
the name of the
Dan.
game with this line that the VP are bringing. They're
Double
saying,
wall
oh,
denial,
you've got
Falcons
some
and Montaigne.
really great
Game was
players.
literally
You got
mirror
JUME,
bands
does
from the
like
other
to play
side.
Blackbeard on this roster.
Oh,
One of his
Sense and
higher
Skybird
picked attacking,
instead, okay.
Operators. Well,
We're gonna cross
we're
over
gonna
to
throw
Art and plant the
Goyo
bomb there.
at you,
I haven't seen this execute
Tubrao
in
at
literally
you,
a
Chonk
year and
at
a
you.
half,
Mira,
bro.
we are making sure you need to spend
This has been a
double,
long
triple the
time
amount of
since
time
I've
you
seen this
normally do to
fucking
take
this
control of
strat.
power positions
The
to
Skyburst
move
take
into the
when the
site.
map first came out.
That's how we're gonna win
this was the most
We're
popular
gonna stop
take.
you from getting active. We're gonna keep you immobilized.
Teams stop doing it to take
burn
Mez
20
because it's easier to
seconds
take initial Mez
sitting
control and
outside
start
of our
threatening
6
that
room.
plant.
Just on this Goyo pack. Nothing really gained from it beyond that, and it's just about sending a message.
This one, they
Already
sense
some
across
big
here,
differences
get
in
the
the way
guy
that
onto
Falcons
Art.
like to
As long as they have the
attack
guy on
versus
Art
the way
window,
that
they can get the
versus
plant
Pro
down.
Falcons.
Fuck
more
you,
than
Fett.
happy
Thank you
to
so much, Polo.
spread
Appreciate you, bro.
out, operate
Perfect count. Thank you
in
for the
different areas.
79.
We've got
Appreciate it.
JUME
I'm very
threatening a
appreciate
backstab. Brede now starting to make that link
They
with
take
him.
Skybird
Over on the
slowly
other
now.
side of
Buck underneath
Skybird.
to clear out the
But
player
aside from
inside
that,
of
you've got
storage.
players really dug in. You got Solotov all the way outside of Ops. It's not like they're just all
No one
flooding and
holding his
piling
flank
the
underneath.
same
Maybe,
place where that Shield's playing. They
Oh
trust
no,
each
I
other
was gonna
to
say they had a
be little bit
nomad
more
earlier to
individual
put the
about it.
flanks down, but maybe no more
It's not
nomad.
worked yet. It also hasn't worked. It also hasn't worked yet. we are yet to see the result of it. It is just the fundamental differences between Falcons and VP and the way that these two teams like to
Like a
operate.
gridlock down here wouldn't be bad,
He's
just for
gonna
like
be
the
in below.
self flank so you
Looks
can
like he's got
bomb
the run of
nades
his
up and
teeth
gridlocks
down
up
here.
at this guy
He's gonna
inside
likely
of
find
storage.
something. There's too many holes for him not to at this point.
Yeah, flipping his
Even
own
if he
flanks
doesn't get
real
a
quick.
kill, still got half his skeleton key remaining to apply so much pressure to these defenders. Throw up some flashbangs as well, can just deny people from playing in
Takes hold
safe,
from underneath.
important
Dan
positions.
gets lit up from the
You can
long
see
angle.
The impact of it.
They
Dan
slowly
running
but
back and
surely
forth
get
and
Skybird
walking
control.
directly into the crosshairs of an attacker.
Oh wow, Efac! Holy bless!
But Lickyfax switches.
Holy shit, on
barely
1
saves himself from
HP
death.
wins that gunfight. What
You're
the
taken down
fuck?
isn't the biggest thing in the world. You might lose
Crazy.
the C4, but the active utility's still there. The
He uses
Zotos,
backstab.
the
I think he's gonna go
Shimikas,
from
the
operational.
C4.
Looks like he's clearing out
Omni.
operational.
We've only got 6
util.
Shimikas left.
I was just about to say, you get a lot of
And Buck
Shimika
needs to
launches.
stay alive to clear out
You
this
only have
Tetris
6
position
left.
here.
It's great. You
Efac
can
needs
use
to
them.
really care
There's
about staying
also
alive.
45 seconds. You've got 2 C4s.
Ace
so
opening
you're not
the wall.
short on ability to deny
Tube
with
stalling
right
it.
here.
Wow,
Fire isn't gonna be a
Solotov.
factor for the whole round.
Gunfights.
Falcons
Now Art
know it.
window.
Skies, next player to fall. Solotov pushes in.
And now Buck has to be the one to clear the player out of Tetris. Sense can sense across.
The goal was wasting as much
Oh,
time
that's
as
our
possible.
player
They've
dead though.
done the
Our player
best
dead. They
they
need a
can.
new our
The
player.
Falcons, despite
Or
that,
Buck
in
holding
their
him. Buck's
entrenched
1 HP.
positions, are still
This is
getting
rough
killed.
because he can cross
Licky
there.
Fac's
Buck's
got
gonna hold the
two
door, but
just
Buck's
through the
1 HP.
verticals. This
Oh
horizontal
wait, our
push is
player is able to
problematic.
hold on the
Sure,
door because of it
but at
though.
a
17
4-2
seconds.
with Pasha and Dan on
17
reduced
seconds. I'm
HP,
nervous. Both are 1 HP.
something
Wow, what a
has to
shot.
break. Pasha might break JUME at the end.
And that's Case, that's Case, that's Case. And Buck's underneath.
Neither attacker with the diffuser.
Buck's underneath.
Solotov picks it back up. Licky
Wow, but
this
you-
fight, and with the vertical
I feel like
angle.
Pasha trolled that. I feel like you wait for the
Yelled
plant
a
to start going down,
surprise that
bro.
does it
Or
for
you go around
Falcons,
rotate.
and they
Maybe
retake
he
their
didn't know
lead.
Buck was underneath. That's crazy. That's blessed for Falcons.
Fact,
That's blessed for
underneath,
Falcons, actually.
On
Holy
the Buck,
shit.
he was given way
Buck was
too
stuck
much
underneath,
space
bro.
there.
Holy
His
fucking
team did
shit,
such
that's
a good
nervous
job
as fuck, bro.
of catching everything that he was throwing up and offering to them as
I feel
well.
like-
As soon as that floor gets ripped open,
Wait, I actually feel like though, like
people get uncomfortable and you have to move out of different positions. JUME played so
underrated operator for
really
that
good,
underneath
arguably
position
more so. He was the other
is
side of
gridlock because you
Skybird.
can gritty off your own flank, you
Like
can gritty
full
off our door, and then you can like bomb nades
JUME
into storage.
threatening at the door. Dealt with the barbed wire, dealt with the player. Doesn't need to make this too complicated. Doesn't need to overcommit. I must admit, with the line that Pasha had, I was a little bit worried. I was a little bit nervous. Pasha goes anywhere else there, by the way.
Not the play reconstruction. No, I'm just cooking up strats, bro. Bro, why are you guys so sick of me going in the fucking driver lobbies, bro? I'm just fucking trying to cook up shit, bro. This is what I have fun doing, bro. Chat. Chat, bro. Chat, bro. Chat, bro. Chat, bro. Chat, bro. Chat, bro.
Because even though Liquifac's on 1 HP,
yeah, the only issue is her super shorty did not have enough bullets.
Liquifac's still gonna get you.
Like low key, bro. Like think about it, bro. You gritty off this shit, bro.
One MPX bullet away
or just gritty off that.
A good play by Falcons. Probably the most effective vertical play I've seen for a little bit at this major. LickyFact doing so
Fuck you for having fun, bro.
Skeleton
Come on, bro.
right now
Check,
for
come on, bro.
Falcons. Now
Yeah, like this
going
vert.
with the snake.
Wait,
Him and
where's the
Jume
vert?
sometimes kind of
Yeah,
trade
right
these
here, bro.
operators
That
back
vert I
and
just
forth.
made.
Snake, Dokkaebi. Both have a bit of
You
similar
fucking
lurking
bounce a nade out that shit.
I think that's one difference we've seen between this Falcons lineup and the
You know what I mean? Bounce a
lineup
nade
with
left,
Shaiko
bounce a nade
in it.
right.
Shaiko
Bang.
always on operators like that.
Bang
Damos
shit,
like
bro.
that Nomad. We all know the habitual Shaiko operators we've seen when he was on Falcons, formerly BDS. But JUME and LickyFact have a bit more overlap, and will trade hands with some of these important operators. And even JUME bringing up the Blackbeard every now and then. Bride with it this go around. As Dokkaebi call begins ringing out across Lair to enable Bride on this full clear. There's nobody from the defense really on this.
Yeah, this is a
first or
full
second
bunker,
floor.
like they
Everybody
said.
down
Yeah, they
below
really
on
don't
the
have
site.
armory hold.
Naquo, the
It's
one
just filter
exception,
stairs, hard to hold,
playing
full
around the
control
blue
Falcons.
stairs, but even then, he is in an easy position to rotate back.
This is a new setup they have with Pasha on Solus.
Quite heavily inside a warehouse.
It's the same thing as a full bunker,
Quite a lot
though.
of map control away, but that was something that they were comfortable
One way,
to
they do have the
compromise
one-way
with
Azami
the
angles. Looks like Falcons want to rotate over to garage side, but there is still people hard holding garage. So it's going to be gunfights to take garage.
Start ripping open some
Evac going down yellow stairs, scanning out the players inside.
Flex about in and see what is able to find. And that's... It almost becomes even worse, doesn't it? Because
Is there a player holding the other staircase, though? I think there should be a player holding the filter stairs, potentially going for a gap there. They're all committing. They're all committing to come garage side.
Bees as well getting thrown into that mix. The info here is going to be excruciating.
You have the Dokkaebi call.
Evac takes the gap. Wow.
For a brutal 1-2 punch. Grim also could get involved and displace
It's a good barbed wire for this
Falcons have a lot
Rorik,
of
though.
utility with that Dokkaebi call. The second of two. Ringing out, everybody silencing their
Waiting
phones.
for his team. Ooh,
Rorik face to face with the Blackbeard.
where's his teammate?
To have the melee exchange,
Where the fuck is where's Dokkaebi? Is there a guy in lockers playing aggro?
Just one bullet.
Yeah, Evac is here. What the fuck? Where's the refrag? Like, where's the guy aggroing with the Blackbeard?
Made the play. While you lose the Blackbeard, you gain a bit of a forward position. The Blackbeard could have broken
Open
that
up filter
stalemate. It
stairs
won't be a
window,
factor
just
you have
pressure.
going forward.
Oh, they're flanking up. They're flanking up. Holy shit, they gave him 5 gifted.
In fact, needs to win this engagement with Dan, but wasn't even ADS.
Yeah, he didn't scan. He didn't scan. He didn't scan. He wanted to like take the gap slowly. He didn't want them to know he was there outside the window.
Got the extra body,
And now they retake vert. Pasha has vert.
The process. Dan with that off angle, making things just that much sweeter for BP.
JUME wins this. He's the greatest, bro.
Gets one, but as his
Never mind.
position's known.
Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, bro. Sergeant Dizzy, thank you so much.
Dan,
Holy shit, thank you, bro.
3 kills
Yes, sir.
on
Take it
the
easy.
round,
Mwah.
and neither
Thank you
team
so much.
able to get quite a
Sergeant
lead
Dizzy,
over the other.
appreciate you. Oh, Evac thought the guy was still holding staircase like a good boy. So Evac tried to fucking just hop in on a free gap and not let them know, because if he skins, they let him know that he's there, you know?
Falcons with
Evac was trying to go for a gap. He didn't know the guy was actually like actively aggressing it.
And it was just down to a couple of kind of sloppy plays. Bride gets shield bashed. Rorik there immediately.
Right now, I think Falcons
Bride
potentially
ideally
think
should have
about
closed the distance
just
a little bit there and not given too much of an opportunity away. You could also ask a question of JUME. Why was he so far back? If he'd have been a bit more forward, maybe we would have kept Bride alive a little bit longer.
I think the caster's right here. I think JUME should have played more aggressive on that.
It's basics, isn't it? At that
I think they
point?
just
And
didn't
we had the
communicate with
info
each
on the
other that well.
scanner. Just a couple of key moments there in that round that you can really start to look to, because the strategy was fine. The strategy was good. You know, it was genuinely just down to a couple of misplays. And VP, they are so up for the fight right now. Sky's a little bit quiet at 2 and 7, but Pasha, 10 and 5, double positive at the minute.
And again, a big defensive player for Virtus Pro. Dan as well in that round, 3K, and that moment you mentioned between him and LickyFact with the Soliton scanner. I'm going to even, he had it out.
Basic top
He literally was
floor.
like, surely somebody's not going to be peeking this off angle. Surely I'll
Chonka
be fine.
smoke, plant
Decides
denial again.
Not to use
Sense
it, and of
walls
course,
this time
it's
for
the exact moment he gets
Falcons.
swung.
I think this I can
Always unlucky
confidently
when
say for
situations
sure
like
because
that
there's no
occur.
shield. This is
It's
for
likely
sure a
one of the key
mistake.
moments that enabled
Yeah,
VP
Buck
to get
trying
that
to
last
maybe
round.
go underneath,
Our
clear out
6
the top
defense
mez player,
now.
operational player,
As the attacker was able
Rocket
to get a win
stairs
here
player,
last time, and
solid
if VP can do so again.
with the sense,
Continue one of those games where it's back and
blocking
forth,
up the
and
plant
VP
spots, and they go
maintain
for
their
an
lead.
off plant spot in the middle of the site.
And Falcons have switched things up a little bit. Of course, have the Tachanka and the Goyo. Gotta mention
Outer
that.
mask wall open.
And the smoke as
No
well.
wall now. No mirror either.
But overall, actually, the more that I look at it, I actually don't really know fundamentally if there really is all that much difference between these setups.
I think the main difference is coming in the approach from Falcons. Instead of playing the Blackbeard, instead of trying to work through from that Skybridge side, we've got the breach open now. Main breach open.
Yeah, this is good extra
job of it as well.
The difference here is they're going from Mez side instead of the Skybridge side.
Let's just get that done straight away. And Breeday's gotten himself around there. We've got the Sens, so that tells me that there's going to be some sort of a plan
with this version of Extra.
Solotov, no doubt, get himself into a position at the top of Mez, hence uses his position at the minute outside of balcony. He's going to be able to open up onto bathroom.
He could also use the Sens to block off the side door while going for Rocket Stairs player on the kill.
Take control of Mez. There's still a bit of work to do here. The Vulcan packs are going to do a little bit of slowing down, but we do still have some nades kicking around for that. The biggest problem is, of course, the Tachanka.
Oh, they give. They fully give.
Got 18 Shumika launches.
Really early give from Virtus Pro.
We've got 18 Shumika launches
burning all the Chimikas, but
I think to
they're going to have 3 smokes left. A lot of time waste here. Falcons are thinking about potentially
like I said earlier, with smoke
disrupting some sort of the setup here, because time-wise, I think they're going to lose that at the end of the day.
What worked before, or at least what they
tried. Oh, he's firing off the wall so that the Thermite can't get the wall right now. This is smart by Naquo.
Alleviate some of the pressure on Naquo.
Right now, they can't even get the outer wall open in time.
15 Shumikas when, not 5 with 45 seconds remaining. And also an important variable.
Oh, they did get the wall open.
Barely used any of his skeleton key. There was no vertical presence whatsoever.
That's a big part of this, though. I think.
And wait, now they can go for smoke plant. They don't have smoke, so never mind. They don't have
now when he
smoke.
starts to rip it open, this is when he
chest
sees the
test
value.
bucked open.
There should be nowhere
no player
for these
there.
defenders to go right
Warden
now.
dead.
And especially if you could
Zombie
imagine
and Ratspot, do they
locking
know?
on Dan's position or
Are they going to
somebody
try to
ratting
sense
in a corner,
across?
there would
Grim's
literally
coming
be
out.
nowhere to go. It seems Dan might not be drone to key moment, though.
Close.
Keeping watch from
Breeday, what a shot!
Important kill for the Thermite.
Holy moly.
Solotov up good for 2.
Pasha tries to punish outside the breach, not going to happen. A zombie fucks himself over. He actually blocked off the outer breach.
Had dead weight attached to his ankles. A flawless
huge
round from Falcons, clean.
Back in the lead.
Brilliantly executed round from Falcons. And you know what? You can't even discredit Virtus Pro because they played perfect. They played great Siege. They had loads of denial. They had Goyo. They had Tachanka. They had smoke. It was all used very well. But the X Factor, Grimbees, leaky fat below. As soon as you got the information, that's why Grim's banned so often, because whereas you got a Deimos and Deimos' death mark works for Deimos, the Bees are you're just exposed, You just caught out there. So you are easily able to
Can you move the
found.
sub-count? Where do you want me to move it to?
At such a shorter time period as well. It's like swing a corner, bam, bam, 2 canisters sent off, and you've got info on 2 corners now, which could be 2 positions. It's a heck of a lot of Grim banned. It's no surprise to see it banned here ahead of round 10.
Oh, like under face cam?
A big reason as to why Falcons found themselves successful in the previous round. However,
under face cam? Okay, I'll put it there.
What?
Still,
I'll put it there. I'll put it there. I'll put it right there. I'll put it right there, G. Put it there, Gay.
What was the phrase you used earlier? Knocking your head against the wall?
VP like it.
Well, they'll go for a third slam as not armory maintenance, not bunks briefing. VP, for the 3rd time this defensive half, will try Master and R6, a site they have played twice and not won once. The first time,
running back,
we all remember, we just talked about it.
Skybridge take first time, Mez take second time. Let's see what they do this time.
Gets a 3K at the end, but massive vertical play from Licky
Rora,
Fact. That
Capital,
round, Licky Fact
looks
plays
like another
late.
Mez.
Grim gets a lot of good information.
Rora blocks
Falcons
off
take a pretty convincing round.
The double door on
and
site
so
once they get in.
Decide to go for it
or
again.
they can go for here. We'll see.
And I think the only change they make is
Falcons already have 3 different attacks to go for this site. Capital now, if they want to go for more aggressive,
it's not enough.
Go for more aggressive Rocket Stairs gameplay here for Virtus Pro.
Now, it can't be the exact same strategy from Falcons because the Bees have been banned.
Called the right adjustment here. EFAC and the adaptations are
the exact same strategy from Virtus Pro because the Goyo's been banned. Both of which played in the last round, the last time we saw this site played. Leakfac is still going to be going underneath, but he's going to have a little bit less information
on the camera underneath. He doesn't want to die to a lurker or any sort of bird, so he's going to rotate around to go for a different entry underneath.
Necessarily just finding out where people are based off utility. Another important addition here for Falcons in the way that they're trying to approach this round 10 in particular is going to be the Rora. Got the Rora, got the Nomad. It's a different landscape right now. We've also not got the Thermite. We've actually got the Ace, so breaching will be slightly different.
Interesting that Rora's not going to be up top, closing off the side doorway. He's closing off his own flanks underneath with the Rora.
Try and Rora off in and around Ops room at the moment and just give a little bit of
underneath the Rora off to prevent the flank from happening from the defenders off the hatch drop. He's holding the door swing for his boys right now.
Bottom rocket. He takes a line outside of the single window.
What the fuck is Breeder trying to shoot? Oh, the zombie barricade.
Also looking towards the breach as
they open down hallway.
Well, I guess actually
and it looks like Smoke does want to hold down Rocket Stairs harder this time. He's doubled up there with a bathroom player.
elevated angle in ops. But it is about as slow around as you could get.
The bucket's underneath, the buck out where the smoke is.
40 seconds in. Some Shumikas
smoke comes through on the bottom rocket stairs.
As well, but Falcons are taking their sweet time with this. Lickyfack letting some skeleton key shots go, so to be aware of his presence. But this
Zombie in the shits on chest desk.
When this execute hits.
Wow, Solotov, what a shot!
Off opening pick there onto Dan. Azami removed. The player that's looking to be behind that desk in a power position with those keybers has been taken out of the
runs into sight. Thorns out, fired out. Holy fuck, no sprinting.
Just about everything.
You just cleared. Brother just cleared all the traps on that fucking wall, bro. Holy shit, 17,000 thorn traps. But there's no chest desk player. There's Chaka and Smoke. They have rocket stair control.
Lickyfack runs into 2 different Razor Blooms. He's not used
the
to being upstairs on the second floor. He's like, there's no utility I have to worry about. I just have to get the
one. Wow, Efac. Game knowledge.
Headshot. Just
but
like
still,
that.
Smoke and Chonka's up. This is rough. They have to flood backside. They have to flood backside or find an off plant. Jume not able to shoot out the Aurora on the double door.
Bring out the guns. The LMG, it's been good for 2 so far. Tachanka with 15 seconds
Oh, they're going to try to commit the plant, though.
2
more Chonkas. Plant going down. Aggro peeking the Chonka right here. Sky's pushing through. Chonka down. Wow, Falcons! Beautifully played by them. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Falcons up.
Falcons are coordinating right now. Oh my god. Falcons are coordinating the fuck out of this right now.
Basically body
Chris, thank you for the sub into the ads. Appreciate you, man. Holy moly.
To chance. One stray bullet.
Holy fucking moly.
The door for Virtus Pro. As it stands, they need 2 rounds here to take us to an overtime. I'll be honest, I'm for an overtime. This has been a banger series. Let's just have it all at this point. I'm sure Falcons feel very differently, and they are going to want to try and convert this as soon as
stepping
possible.
up huge
but
in
they
this
found
last
that
map.
spark again. The spark that we saw on Chalet. Those attacks, that teamwork, the synergy, the plan. It has all been working. It has all been clicking here so far.
But also, look at these defenses from Virtus Pro. It was almost basically the exact same kind of finish as we saw in round 7. Both the Smoke and the Tachanka using all of their utility by the time Falcons went for the plant. So when they go tucked in that corner, the main thing we see is a Smoke landing or a Shumika being banked across and the plant being denied. When you don't have that, you're kind of screwed. You can't go flank around from the Skybridge stairs and run through ops and backstab them. They tried that site 3 times. They lost it 3 times. And basically the same way each time, particularly the first and the last one as well. Virtus Pro have been consistent, but so far in SLC, Virtus Pro have been a bit predictable. And it seems Falcons have begun to figure that out, because I know for a fact that they were keeping track of the site rotation, and they knew that the next site was going to be basement, because when you're down 6-4, this is the only one VP have taken a victory on.
And it felt like a bit of a lash-out round as well from Falcons. They got a little bit of control early on. They maybe got a bit of a false sense of security. And then we kind of just saw people trying to walk in and trying to make something happen. They lost the opening pick. They lost Brede on the Blackbeard. And that was really the big part of it. That pushing power just entirely disappeared. Brede, again, going to be playing on this Blackbeard. But I hope he's going to keep himself
a bit brilliant. Thank you for subbing for 6 months, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the loyalty.
Anytime soon, because that was the recipe. That was the downfall.
Guys really trying to aggress this, wasting the time in a nade. Good job by Skies.
Forced off by
fall off. I think that was the right play. There's not a lot more util there.
Somebody's going to be inside the barrels at the moment. It is going to be Rorik. Just needs to wait for Brede to get into position.
As that door cut off from window.
This player together.
Yeah, Brede just needs to sync up with Efac and use this here.
Almost half the round has
on these kills. Like, this should be a pretty easy.
Got 3 players.
Barrels refrags with the shields here.
He just can't provide the support he otherwise would like. Impact at close quarters will do actually more damage to Rorik than get to Brede in turn.
Why aren't we doubling up with this guy, bro? Like, that's 2 free kills. I feel. I don't know. I feel like the guy behind Brede right there, there's double swing Brede ADS, and that's 2 free kills. But I mean, I guess they backed them up.
Pasha, I think the only
Uses does with Harbridge for pillar locker wall.
He's by blue stairs. Falcons.
Enemy has no vert control, actually, so yeah, interesting. VP actually do, in fact, never ever play vert control.
Through missile and toxin right now. Sky's gonna be dug in there. He has a bit of support from Rorik, but other than that, fairly on his own right now. As you said, Bit of a line being drawn in the sand right now for these VP defenders, and Yuz is going to be the first.
What an angle found by Solotov. Wow, Solotov's so fucking huge for his team again and again and again.
Just line directly on the rotate. JUME with the pistol, good for another.
And JUME just gets full vert above the site.
Angle still continuing with
that
his
fucking
work.
side shotgun,
Using the sledgehammer. Now Bride
in position for plant.
Guy on connector. Spot as
wow.
And Nako without utility
3v1 Falcons to
so
playoffs?
To do.
No?
Famous
potentially?
For the shield, it's got to be the SMG 11.
Bait the shield, let the shield take contact first.
The plant goes down successfully. He spotted one. But is Bride going to expose
3,
himself
2, 1,
to the
ADS swing. 3, 2, 1, ADS swing. 3, 2, 1, ADS swing. 3, 2, 1, ADS swing. 3, 2, never mind.
He lands it. It wouldn't be main stage without Falcons.
Falcons, the main stage.
Your next
Top 8 playoff Falcons.
From Salt Lake City.
They make it.
In this
Holy shit.
I
want to see G2 versus Falcons so fucking bad, bro.
Storyline here.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
A big win for Falcons. They make the main stage. JUME, this matchup was, I mean, it was so storybook because we saw them beat you not too long ago in kickoff. What was different this time?
I think since that game, we have just been improving after every loss. Like, every loss, we just, like, learn something new, and I think we're still just getting better, and that's why you beat them today.
Does it feel like you're also getting more used to this team and building that synergy?
100%, yeah. It's so good playing, like, next to each other. It just builds so much synergy.
Well, talk to me about the main stage, your first chance to compete with this team on the main stage. It'll be an incredible experience for you, I'm sure. Anyone you're looking forward to beating out there?
I think mainly FaZe and getting that revenge.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Incredible. Well, we look forward to seeing you out there, JUME. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you on Friday.